Oh, darn. All right. Mic's up now. Thanks for letting me know. All right. Let me just repeat what I just said. Sorry about that. Didn't realize I had it on mute. Yeah, basically, we're drawing Kingdom Hearts art today. I went on Facebook and I asked everyone what Kingdom Hearts art they wanted to see. And people gave me a bunch of ideas. I have them written down. But here I have Kingdom Hearts 3 Kairi as if she was in Pirates of the Caribbean world. How's that, Mike, now? Yeah, I'm starting out with line work for the eyes. Thank you. I'm starting out with line work for the eyes. And I always start out with line work for the eyes, lips, nose, face, basically everything to do with the face, as well as the hands, because those are the most detailed, the most identifiably human. And it's going to look the worst if they're messed up. So I make sure that I get them into solid lines first. Everything else, though, I don't do any line work. I just stick with straight coloring. So we're going to see how quickly I can do this. We've got 3 pieces, and I'm going to try to get through all 3 of them. At least 2, though. All right, but that's basically the line work for the eyes done. So I'm going to move on to the nose and the mouth. Yeah, this first idea, like I said, is Kairi in Kingdom Hearts 3, as if she went to the Pirates of the Caribbean world. Sora's the only one that got a redesign for that world, so I'm doing Kairi today. If you guys want to see Riku too, I'll definitely do Riku. I also want to do Kairi in all of the other Kingdom Hearts 3 worlds, because there is Monsters Inc. world, where she would get a monster form, as well as Toy Box, the toy store world, where she would get a toy form. Sorry, you're gonna see me kind of drawing lines and then undoing sometimes. I'm a very friendly with the undo button. All right, and then something I can do right now, my stabilization, you can't really see it, but basically I'm turning my stabilization up, which means as I go, my pen will be just a little bit smoother. So as my hand shakes with these kind of wider lines, it'll be stabilizing afterwards. All right, got very smooth lines there. I'm just going to erase this little bit that I went overboard. Yeah, for anyone listening, this is Kairi's theme that's playing right now. It's one of my favorite tracks in all of Kingdom Hearts. We're going to be listening to a lot of Kingdom Hearts music today, as well as Final Fantasy music. Figure if we can play the games and play the music, then hopefully I can play the music now. All right, so now that I've got the face, and let me eliminate my sketch layer. So this is what I've got in solid lines now. I've got the eyes, as well as the pupils, face lines. I'm going to do just a little bit of hands for her as well. And then that's going to be it for the line work, and then we're going to move into coloring. Let's see, I drew her holding this chest kind of awkwardly. Let me see how I want to adjust that now. I guess these fingers can still be going outwards. Kind of princess hand, you know, polite fingers. Patrick always said pinkies out. I took that to heart. And then with Kyrie, I also have a bunch of crabs. If you've played Kingdom Hearts 3, then you know Pirates of the Caribbean world in that game was all about finding crabs. I don't know why. I think it's hilarious. I love the crab quest. Like, I haven't seen Pirates of the Caribbean 3 that many times, but like crabs weren't that much of a part of it. But yeah, as we're going, if anyone has any other Kingdom Hearts ideas that they want to see done, like I said, I did write all of the ones that I got earlier down, and I will write them down. I am not opposed to pretty much any ideas, as long as it's not inappropriate. All right, so that's hands. Let me eliminate that sketch layer. I'm going to color this sketch layer. It helps to identify it later. I'm just going to color it gray real quick. All right. But yeah, so eliminating the sketch layer, this is our solid lines. All right, let's see. Now, usually start out with skin. So we're going to do basic flesh tone. Kind of more on the pinky side. And then I always start out with the darker tone of skin that I'm going to wind up using, and then I'll work in the brighter tone of skin with an airbrush once I have all of the color actually blocked in. Then yeah, I don't have to worry about being neat right now, because I'm going to do a bunch of layers on top of this when I do her shirt and her hair that are going to wind up being the neater layers. And I'm going to turn that stabilization down just because now I don't need to be neat. I don't need it smooth. I just need to lay it down quick. Yeah, art piece with Cinderella and Terra. Yeah, no, I definitely want to draw more of Terra, Aqua, and Ven. I did get a request. One of the ones that I have written down is to draw Aqua with Aurora. So yeah, I can definitely do Terra and Cinderella, maybe Ven and Snow White, get the whole trio going. All right, and I just said I wasn't going to be neat, but now I actually am going to be neat on her hair. Or, sorry, on her face. Yeah, 3 royal love stories. I mean, yeah, none of them have, like, romantic partners. Let's just hook them all up with the classic Disney princesses. All right, so that's her face and chest. I am gonna. Oh yeah, let me pull up. I have this design. This is the whole look colored. I did already design this look, and then this is the drawing that I'm gonna be fully finishing. Nothing here is shaded, so it's gonna look better when I have it in this finished piece. But yeah, this is the look. But yeah, so she does have a little leg showing, so I'm gonna have to make sure that I bring some skin down here. All right, and then still the same layer. I'm just gonna fill in her hand. And then I find it kind of easier to turn off the sketch when I'm doing this part. Just too many lines to look at the one time. All right, went a little overboard. Just gonna erase that little bit right there. All right. Turn the sketch back on, make sure I have everything up to the sleeve. Up here, gotta do same thing. This one I can be, I don't know actually if I can be neat or messy. Sometimes I don't have my layers fully planned out. So I don't know exactly where I'm gonna have this chest that she's holding when it comes to all of these layers on the canvas. And that affects whether you have to be neat or not. All right, sketch layer off. Where did that giant circle come from? Sometimes that happens. Let's see. I'm just going to erase it. It appeared sometime. I'm just going to erase it. All right. So skin is fully blocked in. I'm not going to worry about adding the bright color yet. I'm going to get everything sort of like the solid color, the flat color laid in, and then I'm going to add all the depth and dimension to everything. So let's see. Next up, let's do her shirt. Just going to select that color straight from there. I'm going to make it a little darker since we're going to go for the deeper tone and we're going to add the bright in later. I am on a layer above her skin, so I have to be a little bit more neat this time as I completely botched the first line. Yeah, I don't have to follow the sketch exactly. It's all just there for a guide. All right, and then I'm just going to use a bigger brush to fill that in. Yeah, this whole time so far, I've just been using a standard pen for every brush that I've been using. If I switch the kind of brush that I'm using, I'll let you guys know, because I am going to be using a tapered brush when I get to the hair. I do have more about how to draw hair in one of the videos on my channel if you guys want to see how I draw hair in a more in-depth tutorial. But otherwise, I do have the tapered brush that I'm going to be using, as well as an airbrush that I'm going to be using a little later. Pirate's life for me, yeah. Yeah, no, I do like the fact that they put Pirates of the Caribbean in Kingdom Hearts. I thought it was really fun. I mean, I grew up around that time that Pirates of the Caribbean and Kingdom Hearts 2 were coming out. So, to me, it seemed very natural. And Tron, even. Like, Tron wasn't too far out of left field for me. All right, so then this same color, I'm going to bring it down here to the lower half because it's kind of, she's got like cuffs here, and then she's going to have the sleeve sort of ruffling and poking out. Flags of Fury, remind me what that is. Is that a song? Oh no, yeah, no, that's got to be something Pirates of the Caribbean related. The battle song, yeah. Battle song from the Caribbean. Well, yeah, no, I thought they did a great job. Like, I mean, you hear me listening to the Kingdom Hearts soundtrack right now. I didn't put any battle themes on this playlist. I figured I'd stick with more, relaxing, cozy songs. But I do listen to a lot of the Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts music, and the battle themes are great. I do love when they come up with their original themes, as well as when they use themes from the original Disney source, like Halloween Town and like Pirates of the Caribbean. All right, now I am on a new layer, so I can turn this one on and off, and it just affects this little sleeve portion without affecting the rest of the shirt. This one I am going to do, let's see, I'm going to do her skirt on this layer as well. Just the little ruffles that are, I kind of picture this all as like one big shirt dress, and it's kind of poking out underneath her sort of corset thing that she's got here. All right, chat. For the people in the chat that have played Kingdom Hearts, which Kingdom Hearts game is your favorite? Because mine's easily Kingdom Hearts 2, but Kingdom Hearts 1 is a close second. All right, let's see. I want to make a new layer up above that. Flat color for her shirt is completely laid in. She does have these socks. I might do those in a different color on a different layer. For now, I'm going to pick out her corset color. We're going to start laying in the corset flat color. Obvious choice. Yes, I agree. I mean, you can't argue with perfection. Especially if you grew up in that era. Like, I don't know what kids today, I'm going to sound old, but kids today are going to get into Kingdom Hearts and they're not even going to realize, I don't know if they're going to know how good Kingdom Hearts 2 was in comparison to every other thing that came out that year. And still things that come out today. I just started playing Final Fantasy 16. I'm not through it yet, but it is really good so far. However, as someone who's played other Final Fantasy games and like, you know, they're kind of they fit in well with Kingdom Hearts. They're not quite as like Disney, but they're family friendly. Final Fantasy 16 is very Game of Thrones. I did not like it is very much like if you zippered Final Fantasy and Game of Thrones, that is Final Fantasy 16. I wasn't prepared for everything that was going to be going on in that game. It's good. It's just I wasn't prepared. Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. KH2 was such a leap in quality. I mean, well, so I can go back to playing the PlayStation 2 version of Kingdom Hearts 2. And in fact, I plan to pretty soon. But I refuse to go back to play the PlayStation 2 version of Kingdom Hearts 1 because, and it's for me, it's simply because of the trigger camera. It's not even because of the no reaction commands, it's because of the trigger camera. And then I forget about the no reaction commands, and then that's another reason not to go play it. Alright, actually, I don't want to do that skirt on that layer. I want to do it on this layer. Yeah, no, so I have a PS2. I have the same PS2 that I've had since I was 8 years old. It doesn't work anymore, though, so I did have to get a new one. Maybe like a year or two ago. But the new one that I got has Kingdom Hearts. Actually, you know, at some point, not today, but at some point I can show you guys. Because, yeah, it does have Kingdom Hearts. It's a Kingdom Hearts themed PS2. It's got Chain of Memories art on it. Really cool. I found it at Youmacon, which was an anime convention. Yeah, what was it? We were just playing on the PS2 the other day. We were playing Sims, Herb, Sims in the City, me and Stephanie. If you watch our channel, you'll definitely know who Stephanie is. Yeah, we're playing Herb, Sims in the City. That's my favorite Sims game. We were also playing SSX, favorite snowboarding game. I love that. Not that there's like many snowboarding games to compete with it, but you know, still. All right. Gonna remove the sketch layer, see how we're doing. I've got the corset laid in. Just gotta basically do the belts now. She's got sort of a belt and, well, double belt hoister situation as well as this sort of scarf belt thing going on. So let's see. Gotta figure out my layers. Downhill Domination. I've never heard of that one. Is that like an RPG? Is that like an action? story game. Alright, we're gonna do this part of the scarf on one layer, and then I'm gonna do another layer right underneath it for the bow part of the scarf. Oh, actually gonna do it underneath the corset. And the skirt. Actually, you know what? Underneath everything. Underneath everything, I think it'll work. Alright, yeah, bow goes underneath everything. That way it looks like it's behind everything. Alright, that's the scarf. Onto all of these belts and stuff. Yeah, again, I'm just laying in the flat color now, and then I'm going to go back into each one of these elements and add the dimension. The crab to be Sebastian, absolutely. Yeah, this one on top. Yeah, because actually because yeah, we'll have a white crab hanging down, we'll have some white crabs down here, and then this crab absolutely can be Sebastian. All right. Alright, yeah, clearly I'm a big fan of using the erase tool to kind of neaten up my lines afterwards. So that's all of the belts and the hoist. What's it? Holster laid in? Let's see, we got the shirt down here. We're gonna add in... Here's a little neat trick. So I'm gonna not be neat right here. I'm gonna lay in the cuff. I am gonna be neat on the bottom side. I'm gonna erase. And then I can select this shirt layer and then erase this cuff so that it's neat. And look at that. All right, just gonna do a similar thing up here. And then select and erase. All right, so her outfit, like the outfit itself is about laid in flat. Let's erase that. Gotta do her socks and her shoes. Let's go to a deeper color. Which consoles do I play? I play on PlayStation 4 and 5, PlayStation 2. I'm a PlayStation girl. The only one I never had was a PlayStation 3. Just came out at the wrong time, at the wrong part of my life. Couldn't afford it. But I do have a PlayStation 4 and 5 and 2 in my living room right now, and I do have a PC that I can game on. And in fact, that might be a future live stream coming up. I might want to do a gaming live stream where specifically I play Kingdom Hearts, and I play it where I make Donald and Goofy fight every boss. They do all the work. I don't want to do any of the work. So I might make them beat Kingdom Hearts for me on live stream, because I can game on my PC. But yeah, I just don't play many games on my PC. I prefer to game out in my living room. You know, recently I got into Stardew Valley, and that's kind of taken up a large chunk of my life. All right, yeah, if you see me doing this thing where I'm kind of moving the mouse around and you just see these like thick, let me see if I can show you an example. Like right here. Thick big line going right there. That's me holding the shift button while I'm clicking. And that way I can just kind of lay in flat color a lot easier. I don't use the bucket tool a lot. I kind of prefer to just use my pen for everything. Okay, so no Switch. I do have it. Well, okay. You know, this is Twin 1 Twin A. My sister Stephanie, she has the Switch. Unfortunately, Switch died. It just took a big fat dump. And I went to plug it in to charge it one day. The Nintendo screen showed up for a second, and it never woke up again. You know, we did play Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. We really enjoyed those games, but we didn't really get to play too much before it died. You know, I have thought, because I've been focusing a lot on Kingdom Hearts fan art recently, just because it is my favorite thing. But I have thought about doing a little bit of Zelda fan art, just because it's such a pretty game, especially Tears of the Kingdom. I'm a big fan of the way that that story went and the ending. If you guys haven't played it, I would recommend. It was really good. Okay, I'm not doing that boot. I'm not doing that boot so good. Yeah. No, I never got to play like Nintendo games when I was a kid. Like I said, I was a PlayStation girl, and you know, we only had the one console. It wasn't, you know, we weren't the kind of family that had like, oh, the Xbox and the PlayStation and the Nintendo and the GameCube, blah blah blah. So yeah, no, I could play Smash when I went to my friend's house, and that's about the only Nintendo game I played as a kid. But I have always liked the Zelda series. I've watched, growing up, I would just watch it on YouTube. And then, yeah, as soon as the Switch came out, my sister got it. We played Breath of the Wild. We played Tears of the Kingdom. They were great. All right, boots have their flat color laid in. I'm going to do these little, I sort of put these like, I don't know, kind of, I don't know, shoe belts? What do you call those? Either way, they're there. I'm just going to make them not neat and then use the eraser tool. All right. So we got to do her scarf, her hair, and then we're good to start laying in all the dimension, and that's where everything gets really pretty. All right, we're going to select this bright pink color. It's kind of hard to see with this pink background. I always work on a pink background. This color pink that I have in the background here, this is my favorite color. I just always start my canvases out in that color, because why not? But when I do draw things that are pink, I often wind up changing the background color just because I need to be able to see what I'm working on. All right, so that one's above everything else. Now we're gonna go below everything else and do the back part of the scarf so that when I do her hair, it's automatically gonna appear behind the hair. All right, and that's like kind of like one, I don't know, leaf of the scarf, head scarf, and then there's the second little ribbon. All right, now we can do her hair underneath that headscarf layer. Gonna select one of these darker tones from her hair. And then here I'm just gonna lay in everywhere that I know her hair is gonna be covering. And I'm gonna meet up with that skin layer so that there's none of that pink background showing through. All right. Gonna neaten it up a little bit there. All right, this is one of my favorite parts of any drawing is doing the hair because I get to use my tapered pen. And basically instead of using a regular pen, this pen is going to become skinny at the end of its line so that it really looks like hair strands. Yeah, once I have the solid color laid in, then I can just go to town with this pen to really make her hair any shape that I want. All right, and then I know some people like Kairi's hair in Kingdom Hearts 3. I'm not the biggest fan. As you can see in this little version, I kind of flipped her hair out a little bit. I call it unifying her hair, like Yuna from Final Fantasy X-2. Just because, yeah, like the short hair, it's fine, but like it was boring. It was just lame. And like I don't know if that sounds harsh, but I prefer her hair if it's got a little bit of spunk, a little bit of edge. Because she was always kind of like a sporty sort of skater girl. And in Kingdom Hearts 3, she looks like a dork. So yeah, I do add just a little bit of flair to her hair. All right, on this side, I do have to be more neat since we've got her whole face here, and I'm not going to have the hair in front of that. So I'm going to do two little locks here. And then I'm going to go underneath everything else. No, not everything. Let's see. Because I want it to be in front of her shirt here. All right, so that's the shirt. Let's go just in front of that, which means I'll just have to erase a little bit when I get to her face here because I don't want this hair to show up in front of the face. That's fine. I'm just going to erase it afterwards. All right, she's looking crazy. Let's erase that. I'm going to turn off the sketch just so it's a little easier to see. Yeah, no, I honestly, like, if you, I have all my art posted on Tumblr, same username. But yeah, no, all of, like, you'll see half of my art at least is Kingdom Hearts 2 Kairi specifically because it's just the GOAT. It's the best. Like, Kingdom Hearts 1 Kairi is fantastic, but Kingdom Hearts 2 Kairi, man, they improved somehow. All right, let's get this. All right, how's that look? Let's turn off the sketch. It's looking good. I see a little bit of pink peeking through here on her neck, so I'm just gonna fix that real quick. All right, last thing that I need to lay in the flat color for on her is going to be her hat. I see this little mistake here with the skirt, so let me fix that as well real quick. Okay, so hat, and then we can do We can do her face, make her face all pretty, add all the dimension to her clothing, do the chest. And then the background's going to be pretty simple, probably just like a little dock seascape. A lot of that game, they were spent in the sea. All right, hat. Above everything else. Gonna select that color. All right. Pirate hats to me, I mean, they're not intuitive for me to draw at all. I don't know how many of you, I don't know if anyone really spends their time just drawing pirate hats, but I really had to look up a reference when I was drawing this because I had no idea. Like when it came to laying a pirate hat down on paper, I was like, well, okay, what shape am I drawing? I don't know. I can picture one, but I don't know what shape that is. All right, and then going to be a little less neat here, and then I can always just erase to neaten it up. All right, that is a neat line there. Let's get this one just a little bit met up with the scarf. All right, so that's flat color for her done. Let's do the face and the eyes. Let's make her pretty. This is the beginning of the exciting part. Now we begin to actually bring it to life. So I'm going to select sort of like a pinky gray color, very light for the eye color. Kind of like the eye flesh tone. Actually, I'm going to keep that sketch layer on while I do this. This is, let's see. I want this below all of my line work, so there we go. All right, now we're going to do, so Kingdom Hearts characters, we're going to do her eyes. Kingdom Hearts characters' eyes, I don't know why, but like I swear a lot of them have the same eye color. I mean, half of them are Sora, so I guess that explains it. The other half are Kairi. But yeah, no, all of their eyes are like this extreme ocean, like royal blue color. Really intense, really colorful. So I always get excited when I get to lay that into the drawing just because it's, you know, I don't work with really saturated tones that often, but when I draw Kingdom Hearts characters' eyes, I get to bust it out. All right, so now I'm going to lock that layer, and then that means I can't color outside the lines now. I'm going to select my airbrush, make it pretty tiny. Oh, that's on running color spray. Let's get it onto soft. All right. But yeah, I'm just going to airbrush in a little bit of bright color right here underneath her pupil and keep it to the bottom half of the eye. And then I can select this royal blue color, make it just a little deeper, kind of bring that down from the top. Just a little shadow. And then I can go to a new layer, select almost white. I very rarely use bright white in my drawings. I like to use off-white and off-black. But yeah, so I'm going to get a very intensely bright, almost white blue, and we're going to do little highlights on her eyes. And then I usually do a big one down here. And then yeah, I usually just do 3 on Kingdom Hearts characters, those 3 little dots. zoom out, see how I like it. If I want to make it any more sparkly, I can do that. Oh, CG, Kyrie's eye color changes in the CGI opening? You mean like it goes from one shade of blue to a different shade of blue? All right, those are her eyes. Those are the whites of her eyes. I am gonna lock this one too. Kyrie and sleeves. I know. Okay, so fun fact, I did have, like you can see, I have this design here. This wasn't the only design I did. I did do a version with like sort of rolled up sleeves. That was my first instinct, was to not give her sleeves, because I agree. Kind of, you know, staying in tune with her silhouette. She never wears sleeves. But yeah, no, I did wind up giving her big poofy pirate sleeves just because I kind of couldn't resist. Plus, I asked my sister which one she liked more, and she said she liked the long pirate sleeves more, so we went with that. I can always draw her in rolled up sleeves another time. All right, so let's select a lip color. I kind of go with this dark skin tone, and then I just make it slightly more pink. And then when I add the bright shade onto her skin, this lip color is going to pop a lot more. Yeah, in her school outfit, she does roll up her sleeves. You're right. She's like legit. Kyrie and sleeves. I've never seen them in the same room together. All right, so that's lips. Let's lock that once more. We're going to add in just a little bit of a bright pink with an airbrush. And she's a girl, so I'm going to add just a little bit of gloss. I kind of do that on all my drawings. That's just kind of a style choice. If it's a girl, I add a little bit of a bright spot. If it's not a girl, I don't do that. All right, let's go down to the skin. So now we can do the fun part. I created a new layer and I clipped it to her skin layer, which means I can't color outside the lines. And we're going to add in that bright color finally. I might want to change her skin tone. Let's select that one. No, I like the other one better. All right. All right, so yeah, now I'm using the airbrush and I'm just going to basically put this bright color wherever the light is going to be hitting her. So here I'm just working it in broadly over the face, and then I'm going to use, I can have two colors selected at one time. So I'm going to use that darker color on the eyes with the same airbrush. And then I'm also going to fill in her nose, like kind of like a triangle shape. I'm just going to completely block it in with that dark color, and then I'm going to go back to my bright color and go over it again. Let me just make sure her cheeks are pretty much as bright as they can be. That should be where this bright color is laid in the most. And then we're going to just brush it over her nose a little bit, focusing the brighter part on the tip where the light would be hitting it. All right, so then, new layer, still clipped to the skin. I can take an even slightly brighter color, and with my pen, just draw a little highlight. And that's just, again, style choice I kind of do on all my drawings. Between that bright highlight and the skin shading, I'm going to do an overlay layer. Oh, I totally forgot. I have the person who suggested this. Yeah, I just turned it on right above me. Charity, she's the one who asked for this. So this is the Pirates of the Caribbean Kyrie. All right, where was I? Skin. Gonna do the blush. So yeah, I picked this overlay layer. I'm going to select a very intensely bright, like sort of very pink shade, and then we're going to make it very intense, and then I'm going to tone it down afterwards by lowering the opacity. Yeah, this is, again, just one of my favorite parts. Like, I get so excited when I get to actually lay in the dimensions. All right, so yeah, as you can see, it's very intense right here. I'm just going to fade it out towards the bottom, and then I usually turn it down to about 35%, and then see how it looks, and then I can adjust it from there. All right, so there it's still a little pink. She's looking like she's got a cold, so I'm just going to turn it down a little bit more, down to 20. I think that looks more appropriate, more just like a girl, a blushing girl. Sorry, I'm sorry. All right, so now new layer underneath all that. A bit of a grunge filter. I don't know. I've never done that before. Can, maybe. All right, let's select that color. We're going to add a little bit of brightness to the chest. Oh yeah, I haven't drawn her necklaces yet, so we can get to that at some point. Probably right after I'm done with the chest. Yeah, so I just make it bright down here, and then her head would be casting a shadow on her neck. And then she also has a collarbone. So I'm just going to erase harshly where the collarbone is. And then I'm going to sort of make it a little softer with that airbrush once more. Okay. And then if I want that to be just a little less bright, I can turn down the opacity and then add a little bit more brightness down towards the bottom. Yeah, no, you are right. Sora did look like he had a bit of a grunge filter on him. All good. No, you make sense. All right, we're going to make this airbrush really small because it's time to do her fingers. And that's actually not even small enough. Let's make it smaller. Just going to add brightness to the tops. We're going to leave the bottoms that dark color. And then I can always go and touch up a little bit if I made something bright that I didn't want to. And blend. All right, and then do the same thing on this one, although this hand is much further down, so the light's not going to be hitting it as much. So I don't need to worry about making it as bright. And yeah, these fingers are kind of underneath everything, so they might not even be getting much light at all. Then we're just going to make sure we erase around those fingers. All right, and then on a new layer, I'm going to do her legs. I'm going to pick a pretty big airbrush. Just going to go right down to the knee, because if you figure under the knee, there's probably a little bit of shadow, so I don't need to bring that dark color all the way down. And then I can select that dark color and just go underneath the skirt, where the skirt would be casting a shadow on the bright. All right, so that's the skin pretty much laid in. We can always add more detail later, but I'm going to move on for now. And I'm going to combine all of those onto one layer just so that my layers are a little bit less congested. All right, yeah, let's go to the corset. So we've got this color. I'm going to pick that color, and then I'm going to move it a little brighter. And I kind of picture this like sort of a washed out sort of plum leather, so it's not going to be too saturated. Even that might be kind of brighter than I want. Just gonna fix around. Yeah, okay, I like that tone. Yeah, just kind of mess around with the tone until you find one that you like. But yeah, I like that one. So just adding, again, bright where the light would be hitting it, which would be on the front and sort of the top areas where I'm focusing most of that color. And then, oh, that's a different layer. Let's go select that one. The top of the corset, gonna clip that to there. All right, and then that's the shade for it. I can always add just a little bit more detail if I select the darkest color that I see there. And I just work a little bit of it back in. I can also put it underneath the scarf to make it look like the scarf's casting just a little bit of a shadow on that corset. All right, and then we can add some stitching because I did picture some stitching on the sides here. I don't like that line. We're gonna get rid of that one. There we go. Just a little on the edge. All right, and then it can meet up with this little slit. Again, different layer. All right, and then probably again just a little bit on the edge. All right. All right, and then I did do these like sort of purple stitches on the design. I don't know if I'm in love with those, so I'm gonna leave them off for right now. If you guys want those, if you guys like those, let me know, but I'm just gonna leave them off for now. I can always add them later. All right, let's go to the shirt skirt situation and start laying in the brights. I'm just gonna pick out some of these parts that curve upwards because I figured those are where the ruffles might actually be coming out and where the light might be picking them up. And again, same thing, gonna select the darker color and go underneath the corset to make it look like there's a little bit of shadow there. All right, and then with this shirt, because there are probably a lot of wrinkles and a lot of ruffles, I'm going to do this airbrushing, and then I'm probably going to go in with my pen and add a little bit of actual lines for wrinkles. I don't do that often on drawings, but when it is a super wrinkly piece of clothing, it kind of calls for it. A little bit of bright there, a little pop. I know I should rename layers. My sister's really good about that. She keeps her layers really organized. I'm always just kind of working too fast. I create new layers on the fly all the time, and it's just kind of more effort to stop and rename every layer as I do it. It would make me a lot more organized, though. You are right about that. Yeah, no, it's laziness. It's just pure laziness. All right, now let's see a little bit on the part that's coming out of her cuff. All right, and then I actually have to fix that because that part's not showing up. So let's get our dark color involved. We'll just have that coming out of the sleeve there. There we go, all fixed. Yep, you do the exact same thing, yeah. Yeah, it's like I know it would help me, but can't be bothered. As you guys watch me, did you guys just see me struggling with selecting those layers? I had no idea which layer I was on, and that's why you should name your layers. All right, we're gonna do a little bit of a darker color because this is kind of like the inside of her sleeve, I figure. All right, yeah, that looks great. All right. Now let's just do a little bit of lines for the wrinkles. Let me show you the sketch. She's supposed to be holding a chest. Let me get rid of that too. So yeah, she's supposed to be holding a chest. I suppose she just opened it, and there's, of course, a bunch of crabs coming out. These ones are going to be all white crabs, and then this one up here is going to be Sebastian. All right, yeah, so I'm just being, thank you. I'm just being a little bit of loose here with my line work because it's wrinkly. I figure it doesn't have to be super neat. You kind of just have to get the idea. That's the joy of art. Sometimes it can be a little bit more loosey-goosey. And as long as you get the idea, then you did it. All right, so I picture a lot of sort of wrinkling coming down here along. Very Bob Ross. Actually, speaking of Bob Ross, I do want to, because something that I've been doing, I'll pull up Kingdom Hearts 1 or 2 on my PlayStation, on my TV in my living room. And I'll sit here, well, not sit here. I'll sit in my living room on my laptop on Clip Studio Paint, and I'll draw or paint whatever world I'm on. So like I've done Hollow Bastion a couple of times. I've done Traverse Town. It's really fun, and I was thinking about basically doing a Bob Ross style video where I draw Kingdom Hearts scenes instead of nature scenes. Just because that is something I do in my free time anyway, so it wouldn't be too much extra work to just narrate what I'm doing and show the process. Alright, those are okay lines. I'm gonna undo that one. I don't know. Alright, I'm gonna leave it with no lines. I like it better with no lines for right now. Who saw that apparently the Final Fantasy VII world record any percent run was broken last night? As I was going to bed, I was just browsing YouTube and I saw it on my homepage recommended to me. I watch a lot of speed runs and world record runs. And yeah, Final Fantasy VII apparently has a new world record, so I thought that was pretty cool. Couldn't tell you who did it off the top of my head, but it was done. If you search for it, you'll find it. Time, I want to say it was 5:12. Alright, so that's most of her outfit looking good. Let's go find her belts, whatever layer those happen to be on. And we'll add some dimension to those. Oh, those are the cuffs. We can start with those. Alright, same thing, just using my airbrush. I'm just going to brush on a little bit to the side, so these ones are going to be super fast. They're already done. That's the scarf, so yep, there's the belts. Alright, gonna add in just a little pop here where the light would be hitting it, coming from above. And then also on the front center of the belt, figure behind her, the light's probably not hitting as much. Alright, let's go to the scarf. I'm gonna actually pick a darker color than the scarf already is, and I'm gonna put that right here along the edge. Just gonna show a little bit of shadow. Alright, and then I'm gonna select a brighter color and add in the highlight. And then yeah, I do, in the sketch I have this with a bunch of stripes on it, so we're gonna see sometimes putting stripes on because I have, I'll show you guys. I have a stripes brush, and like it's really useful. It's just tricky to use because you do it once and the stripes look good, but then you have to do another stroke and you gotta make sure that the stripes line up with the stripes you just did. So let's see. So yeah, here's the stripes brush. That's way too big. That's still too big. All right, that might be appropriately sized. If I can segment them behind the belts, then I don't have to worry about the stripes overlapping each other. Yeah, so I'm just gonna draw it once. Okay, I can see that the belts actually don't come all the way to the edge of the scarf, so I can fix that. It's an easy fix. Just gonna turn that to about 40%, and there you got a striped scarf. All right, let's fix these where they're not quite coming to the edge of the scarf. Gotta do is just extend it out just a little bit more. All right. So now we can do the same thing on the scarf that's behind everything else. That's the eraser. All right, so I made it dark. I selected a bright color, and I'm going to work that bright color in. Let's see, this one, gotta figure out what, because I have the silhouette here, obviously. I gotta kind of figure out what I'm actually doing with this scarf. What pieces are in front of what other pieces. Because that affects where the shadows go. All right, let's erase here. All right, yep, that frees me up for some other stuff that I can do on another layer. Adding brightness there. Gonna erase it from over here because we don't want brightness on that side of that ribbon. And then same thing, we're gonna erase it where I had just drawn right before this. All right, now I gotta decide if that looks like a bow, because I'm not so sure that it does. Let's combine those layers and maybe let's turn them off and see if I can do something else that looks maybe a little bit more like a bow, because I don't know if that works so much. All right, here we go. This is gonna look like a bow. All right, here's where you gotta just trust the process. Sometimes it doesn't look so good as you're going, but if you just keep at it, you'll figure it out. Don't know if that's working either. All right, one more try. I'm gonna get it right this time. First, I'm going to do Yes, that works. And that sets me up. All right, and then once I have all of this airbrushing done, then I can lay on the stripes on this part as well. And then that'll be this scarf done. All right, we just hit the 1 hour mark 10 minutes ago, so we're not doing too bad on time. My goal was to get through 3 pieces today, but you know, at least 2, so I think we're gonna maybe be around the 2 mark. We'll see where we're at in just a little bit. Okay. Now let's go back to the stripes. We can lay those in. I don't know what color I had it on. Just gonna select it from there. All right, onto the bow. And then we can erase where we don't quite want the stripes to be, like right down there. We're gonna erase that afterwards. There we go. And then we're gonna turn that down to about 40%. Looks good. New layer, new stripes. Yeah, see, this right here, this is what I'm talking about, where the stripes kind of overlap each other and it's kind of hard to control. You can use the stripe brush once and it looks great, but then when you have to do it again, you gotta be a little neat. See, there was too much gap, so it's like you gotta have not an overlap and not too much of a gap. I'm sure there's better ways for creating stripes, but this is the way that I've done it so far. All right, turn that down to 40%. And then we just have to do that one more time for the other ribbon. It's trying to go too fast, hold on. All right, perfect. Just gotta erase there where it overlapped. Down to 40, and it's good. All right, so now we can kind of zoom out, assess the piece. I still have to do her hair, I still have to do her boots, still have to do her hat and headscarf, but otherwise the outfit itself is pretty much done. All right, so yeah, let's combine a lot of these layers, get our layers a little bit cleaned up. Yep, that's her skin. Skirt. All right, yeah, I'm just gonna combine all of that down there. All right, here's her boots. Let's do her boots. So yeah, same thing, gonna take the airbrush. These boots, I picture having kind of a split in the front, so I'm gonna airbrush that bright color. That's a little too, I don't know, that's a little too warm brown for these boots. I need like a, more of a gray. Oh yeah, do you want the purple corset? Purple corset thingies? Because yeah, I did put those in the sketch. I wasn't too sure about them. But yeah, no, I'll probably add those in. But yeah, let's just do her boots real quick. All right, so yeah, split in the front. And then we can do the other one. And then split in the front. All right, and then we can go to a layer right below that and add in the bright for what's actually going to be hitting the front of the boot. There's going to be a lot more light hitting the top of the foot area than there is the front of the leg. And then let's add in a different color for her soles. Maybe let's make them a little bit more gray, slightly less saturated. And then that's not dark enough. I want them a little darker than that. There we go. All right, so let's see where we got these things. Gonna lock those real quick. Gonna add in a brighter gray color. Super quick, super simple. Add on these sort of stud things. I don't know what these are. I don't know what function they serve, but they're there. All right, and then here I can put an automatic outline on all of those that I just drew, make it a slightly darker gray color than everything else. And that way they sort of stand out. And then I can lock them and select a very bright gray color, use my airbrush and a small pen, or sorry, small airbrush, to just brush in a little bit of highlight. And that way it looks like they're actually sort of round studs protruding from this little foot belt. All right, now we got to do her socks, which are right there. Probably same thing as the shirt. This is a more wrinkly material, so I'm going to airbrush in a brighter color, and then I might go in with a line and actually start drawing some wrinkles on it. Yeah, no, I agree. I wouldn't be a Kingdom Hearts design without an unusual amount of belts and zippers. Yeah, no, she definitely needed the scarf belt and then 2 belts and then belts across her arms. Why not? She's not even holding anything there, but she definitely gets the belts there. Yeah, no, I don't know why Kingdom Hearts and Kingdom Hearts 3 decided to move on to everyone now wears plaid instead of everyone has an unusual amounts of belts and zippers. Because, yeah, I feel like there was not enough belts and zippers going on in Kingdom Hearts 3, and there was definitely too much plaid. Plaid is fresh. I don't know, man. I was wearing plaid back when I was in school, and I don't know. People weren't digging the plaid. All right, yeah, those are the socks. I actually don't feel like I need lines. I might add lines, see how I like them. Just real quick. KH4, they're going to make Riku wear plaid shorts and a striped shirt. I'd like to see it. As long as he's wearing a sleeveless shirt, that's really all he needs. And I'm just mad that Kingdom Hearts 3 gave Riku even baby sleeves. Like, I'm sorry, this man does not wear sleeves. Kind of like Kairi. They're on the beach. No one wears sleeves there. Sora does have some sleeves. He has like that little sort of half hoodie that he wears. It has short sleeves and like for some reason half the length of a normal hoodie. But yeah, no, he does have short sleeves. Yeah, underneath that, yeah, I definitely picture it as a tank top. In Kingdom Hearts 4, I don't know if you've seen his design for that yet, but they actually gave him, I would compare it to like a suit jacket. Like it's got a 3/4 length sleeve with a sort of a big cuff, but it's not at all his usual silhouette. All right, let's see. So that's the boots, that's the socks. Let's go on to the hair. Hair's fun. All right, so I'm going to select a dark color. I'm going to airbrush in towards the top of the hair where it would be coming out of the root, which it's really not much darker than her hair already is, so it's not doing much, but I did it. And then I'm going to select that tapered pen again that I used to actually make her hair strokes, and then we're going to do the bright spots of her hair with that same pen. Yeah, dude has on some sleeves. Yeah, no, actually, we're gonna see if we can get done with the second drawing, and then we're gonna see what time it is. Third drawing might not happen, but if I did get to the third drawing, it was gonna be Sora in Kingdom Hearts 4 with, his Kingdom Hearts 4 design, but in the Sugar Rush style from Wreck-It Ralph. I have the sketch laid out, so if I don't get to it today, I can do it on a later live stream. But yeah, that is one of the things that I have planned is Kingdom Hearts 4 Sora in the Sugar Rush style. Yeah, maybe it's cooler. I bet it is. I mean, I figure a lot of places are cooler than Destiny Islands. That place was a sanctuary. Pun intended. All right, so yeah, this is like one of my favorite parts about drawing is getting to actually do the hair details. Face and hair, man. Like, just my favorite parts. But yeah, so I'm only doing this top layer here. Just kind of adding in some wisps. Yeah, what a simple and clean joke. And then I'm going to lock it, and then I'm going to take that darker color, and I'm just going to brush that in towards the top. That way it sort of becomes brighter towards the tips, as if it's coming out of her head and the light's hitting it more as it gets down there. All right, and then we're going to go underneath and basically do the same exact thing, but as the second layer of her hair. And yeah, it's going to look really bright where it's meeting that other layer that I just did, but once I lock it and airbrush in that darker color, it's going to really look like it's underneath. All right, and then that's it for that layer. Lock it, pick the darker color, brush it on, and then look at that magic. All right, and then we're gonna do this little back section of her hair, which, where did I put that? I put that above her shirt. There it is. All right, same exact technique, same thing I just did, laying in those bright pieces, and then I'm gonna lock it and make it darker towards the top. All right, so that's not the end of the fun though, because now is my other favorite part, where I get to actually put in a little bit of highlight color. Something to make the hair look just a little bit shiny. For Kairi, I usually go with sort of a muted pink tone. All right, but yeah, we're just gonna put that right onto the bangs where they're kind of poking out. Favorite and least favorite world in Kingdom Hearts. All right, let's think about that for a second, because yeah, Kingdom Hearts 1. Well, let's see. I know a lot of people like, okay, so like I kind of like two worlds in Kingdom Hearts, one that a lot of other people don't like, which is Alice in Wonderland world and Monstro. I like Monstro because it's one of my favorite world themes out of any of the Kingdom Hearts games. So when I'm there, I'm just pop into the theme. But also, I kind of enjoy the fact that in both of those worlds, you kind of have to have certain abilities before you can access everything, like all the treasures and stuff. And finding treasures is one of my favorite things to do in Kingdom Hearts games. What about you guys? Favorite and least favorite Kingdom Hearts worlds? Least favorite, I definitely like. I'm gonna go to Kingdom Hearts 3, because Kingdom Hearts 3 had a lot of bad Disney worlds. The way that Kingdom Hearts 3 did Disney, for me was really not enjoyable for the most part. Big Hero 6 was cool. Toy Story was pretty cool. Monsters Inc. was decent, but Frozen and Tangled, I mean, it just feels like you're watching the movie. And like I like those movies well enough, but when I play Kingdom Hearts, I want to play Kingdom Hearts. I don't want to watch Frozen and Tangled. Especially because then you like if you play Kingdom Hearts 3, you know, you don't actually get that much Kingdom Hearts story after sitting through all of that. So, you like Space Paranoids? Yeah, no, I do love the aesthetic. Yeah, no, I like the fact it introduced me to Tron. I didn't know what Tron was before that, but I got into the 80s film, and then Tron Legacy came out after Kingdom Hearts 2, so that was really fun. I felt excited about a Tron movie. All right, so that's the bright pieces of her hair. Her hair looks shiny. Let's go to her headscarf. We're actually going to tone down the color and make this sort of bright pink the light color. Well, yeah, and I wish, kind of coming back to Tron, because if you've played Dream Drop Distance, you know, Tron World came back, and I really liked the fact that they gave us Tron Legacy in a Kingdom Hearts world. I thought that was really fun. But, I mean, Tron himself obviously wasn't in Tron Legacy, the movie, that much, and therefore he wasn't in the Kingdom Hearts world that much. And that's something I would have changed. Like, get Tron back in my party. Disney Tower and Birth by Sleep. Yeah, no, I mean, Birth by Sleep, I actually recently started replaying Birth by Sleep, and I love Birth by Sleep, but my most recent playthrough, coming fresh off of Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, I don't know if that's the way to play it. I don't know if you can come fresh off of Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 and then play Birth by Sleep. You kind of have to not compare it to those two. Because, yeah, the worlds aren't nearly as big. They're not nearly as fun to explore. Yeah, Tron was Rinsler. Which, like, yeah, that's how it was in the movie, but, like, I don't know. That movie didn't get a sequel, is all I'm saying. Yeah, you definitely gotta play BBS Divorced from Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. Actually, I made that mistake with Kingdom Hearts 3 as well. I played Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 last year at some point, and then I went straight into Kingdom Hearts 3, and I thought it was going to make the Kingdom Hearts 3 experience better to, like, come fresh off of Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 and then play 3 as part of, like, a trilogy. But no, I actually got depressed. It was really sad, like, for me, like, how much less there was, like, Kingdom Hearts wise to do in Kingdom Hearts 3. Like, there's a lot of Disney stuff, of course, but, like, just the gameplay was quite different, and the story is just, for me, it's not enjoyable. Yeah, Final Fights with the Remind DLC. Final Fights without the Remind DLC, which was how I played it the last time that I played it. Couldn't tell you why. I shouldn't have done that. But yeah, last time I played it, for some reason, I played it without the Remind DLC. And yeah, no, it's just not fun. Not nearly as fun as any other Kingdom Hearts game, at least. All right, so yeah, once we get this scarf finished up, we can finish up the hat, and then that'll be her character. pretty much finished up. And then we can just do a little bit of work on the background. I'm not trying to make the background too detailed because I do want to get to the next piece. All right, hat. Hat really doesn't need too much shading. It kind of just needs to look like it's not a flat color. So I'm just going to pick a slightly brighter grayer purple. We're just going to put that right on the front with the airbrush. And then we can pick that darker color and just work it right along the brim where it's actually meeting her head. All right. Add a little Paopu fruit patch, like a little charm. I can do that. Like Jack Sparrow always had charms hanging from his. So why not? Alright, so let's see. Let's block in where the charm would actually be. It'd probably be somewhere around here. I'm just going to draw basic beads first. And then we can draw the hat, the charm itself. Star shape. Alright, we're gonna drag that over. Let's get a little leaf on there. Alright, then Paopu fruit, they normally have like... How many leaves do Paopu fruit have? They have 2 leaves, and then they have a stem, right? I know you can draw a Paopu fruit with just 1 leaf, and people are still gonna get the idea. I don't know, I feel like that's too much. I'm gonna erase those. You can get the idea with just 1 leaf. I think that maybe they technically have more than 1 leaf, but it's up to interpretation. Alright, just gonna add a little pop of brightness to that. Make it look like it's a 3-dimensional charm. And then these beads, I'm probably going to change them, make them a little bit more colorful. So let's make some of them blue. Her lucky charm chain, I might not say it right, but it's Thalassa shells. Basically pink shells with like sort of 3 spikes on the end. Maybe I could add another charm for that. Two little stars hanging from her hat. Alright, let's make some of these purple. And then let's make the final ones more of a red. The chain on the Keyblade. What does her lucky charm chain look like? Chain on the Keyblade. On her Destiny's Embrace Keyblade, I think it might be her lucky charm. Or it's actually just a Paopu fruit. It might actually just be a Paopu fruit. Oathkeeper, yeah, Oathkeeper has the lucky charm, you're right. You know, her Destiny's Embrace, I think it just has a Paopu fruit. And I have not drawn the charm, so I couldn't even tell you exactly what that looks like. I've drawn her Keyblade, I just haven't drawn the charm for it. Alright, but that's the beads all in different colors, so I'm just going to lock a layer to that, and I'm just going to add brightness with an airbrush. Let's set that actually to screen and then tone it down just a little bit. Alright, and then we're going to add just a little bit of a highlight on this leaf. Can't have the leaf feeling left out. Alright, so that's a little charm on her. I like that. That's really cute. But yeah, that's the charm on her hat done. Let's get rid of this design. Let's bring up the sketch. Probably time to get this treasure chest put in. Gotta figure out what I'm doing. Okay, sorry. I gotta read that out loud. You saying you didn't draw the chain just reminds me of when Lingering Will was revealed. He didn't have a keychain on his keyblade, and people theorized he had a special thing, but Nomura said, we forgot. Okay, that's hilarious. I didn't know that. Yeah, no, I love Kingdom Hearts 2. I do a lot of the content in Kingdom Hearts 2, but I don't do the Lingering Will fight. I play Kingdom Hearts for fun. That fight is a little bit too much work for my fun. So yeah, no, I've actually never done the Lingering Will fight. Alright, what am I doing with this chest? I knew when I drew it that the way that her hand was holding it didn't make like the most amount of sense, and I didn't fix it, and now I have to deal with the consequences of my actions. Have her holding like a bottle. That is true. That hand position does look like a bottle. However, I've already walked away too much. I don't know what skit that's from, but that's a line from a skit, and I'm just gonna use it here. Alright, but yeah, just using the shift and click to get some straight lines. And then we're going to fill it all in, and then I'm going to erase where her thumb is, because her thumb is going to be on this side of the chest. Have her holding like the handle. I feel like that would work. It would also just completely cover up the hand that I drew. Which, like, you know, I'm open to, because it's not like I'm... Let's see. Yeah, maybe let's... yeah, no, I appreciate the help, because, trust me, I obviously I sketched it out, but I didn't have it completely figured out. Let's just see how that looks with the handle. Because, yeah, maybe it won't block everything. Erase where her finger... See, I erased, but I just erased a little too much. Alright. Just gonna erase where her fingers are coming in front of that handle. Alright, and then I would just have to fix up the hand a little bit, fix up where it doesn't show... Or sorry, where it does show a little bit of that pink background, which I can fix real fast right now. All right, back to the chest. All right, so if I was a treasure chest, I would probably look something like this. Yeah, Kyrie casually finding the black box without trying. How do I feel about Union Cross? Well, I can tell you I've never played it. Now, none of those are available to play anymore, right? Because I feel like I have gone to my the Google App Store and I've looked for Kingdom Hearts games because I knew that there were some mobile games. But yeah, no, I've never played any of the Kingdom Hearts mobile games. At first, I was against it, but I didn't know that they were going to be canon. Yeah, you can't play Union Cross anymore. Yeah, no, I would play it if you could still play it, and I would love for them to maybe release it on a PlayStation, of course. Because I didn't know it was going to be canon. If I knew it was going to be canon, yeah, they're definitely canon. Well, Marluxia, like, I found out Marluxia is like a whole, his somebody is a whole character in the mobile games. I actually just drew him recently. His name's Laurium. Yeah, I had no idea. And yeah, if I knew that there was going to be stuff like that in the mobile games, then of course I would have played them, but I didn't know. Yeah, Larxene and Ventus, they're all connected. Yeah, which I'm very oblivious as to what all of their connection is, and I would love to learn. I need to watch one of those YouTube videos where they voice act and like break down everything that happened. To you, it's very stupid. I mean, I don't know anything about it, so I mean, to me, it could very well be very stupid too. I don't know how it works yet. All I know is that there's Daybreak Town, there's Data Daybreak Town, those things that are at the end of Kingdom Hearts 1, those are like transport pods. I know those come into play. I know a little bit about Union Cross, but never played it, never watched any videos on YouTube about it, but I am thinking I should soon. Because, yeah, it's just a huge chunk of Kingdom Hearts lore that I'm apparently missing. I thought Kingdom Hearts 3 was going to give me... excuse me. I thought Kingdom Hearts 3 was going to give me the story of Ericus and Xehanort playing their game of chess as teenagers. But no, apparently that's in one of the mobile games. I think Dark Road. Which I think is super lame. I'm a Kingdom Hearts fan, have been for life, and I don't get why they release these kind of important entries onto consoles that I'm not gonna go on. Let's make gambling canon, yeah. Alright, gotta pick out how deep this line goes. So yeah, I'm not really following any sort of perfect geometry here. It's very just artistic interpretation. So yeah, the box may not look perfect, but I think it's gonna look pretty good. And then yeah, that thank you for suggesting that she be holding the handle of the chest, because I think that works out a lot better than what I had sketched out originally. Alright. Just gotta find that handle. I want to make it just a little neater. Yeah, you are right. They have always been weird about their side games. It's like they're always trying to get people to buy new consoles, and it's like it's not gonna work. Like Kingdom Hearts 3 is my favorite, or sorry, not Kingdom Hearts 3. Definitely not Kingdom Hearts 3. Kingdom Hearts is my favorite thing. However, I have never bought a console just to play a Kingdom Hearts game, anything. And yeah, I'm just not the type of person, like I love playing video games, but I'm just not the type of person to play mobile games. If I'm out and about, it's usually because I'm doing something, and if I'm home, I'm gonna game on my console. I'm not gonna game on my phone. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Kingdom Hearts 3 had the whole section where I think it was like a reaction command where basically all of the Union Cross Keyblade wielders, their names sort of flashed and you used them as like a power move. And like that was really dope, but it really sent home the fact that those mobile games are canon and they are going to make appearances in the main Kingdom Hearts games. Pokemon Go, yeah. I wish Kingdom Hearts would kind of enter in properties besides Disney. I realize they probably won't. But like I would love to see Kingdom Hearts go to like Mario and Zelda and Pokemon and Naruto and all of these other worlds that exist that we know. Yeah. All right, so this bottom of the chest, I'm going to fix that up. It's looking not quite right. King of the Hill, Union Cross, yeah. Well, yeah, no, I want Disney to work in a lot more properties now that they own so much more. But I feel like they're going to keep it to whatever Disney kids movies they've got going on. I'm not even sure if they're going to do the whole Marvel Star Wars thing. I know everyone else has been wanting that for years, ever since they acquired them. Cage goes to Game of Thrones. Okay, if you want Cage goes to Game of Thrones, just play Final Fantasy 16. Like, I mean, obviously it's not the same thing. There's no Disney, but Final Fantasy 16 is very Game of Thrones. Yeah, Song of Light and Dark. Very that. Alright, I like that bottom of the chest now. Gonna do the same thing and add in the sort of plank lines. Favorite part of Final Fantasy 16 so far. So I just did a boss fight that was really fun against a character named Titan. He's really strong and really fast. Usually strong enemies are slow, but he was just on the move the whole time. It was a really fun boss fight. Probably petting the dog is my favorite part though. Because I booted up the game. I kind of didn't know that there was going to be a dog in Final Fantasy 16, a dog in your party that you can use like during combat. And as soon as I saw that, you know, I got flashbacks to Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild. Everyone thought you were going to be able to pet the dog, and you could not pet the dog. But Final Fantasy 16 got it right. They let you like pet the dog, you can give the dog treats. It's all one button, but it has multiple interactions. They did it right. All right, we're going to add some brightness onto the top of the chest here. You could pick up a dog in Twilight Princess. I've never played Twilight Princess. Was it Wolf Link or was it a different dog? You could pick him up as Link? Missing out. I know I am. Oh, as Link you could pick up animals just cuz. That's cool. I mean, yeah, I want a game. Can I just get a full game of that? Just let me pick up animals just cuz. Call it that. Picking up animals just cuz. Game of the year. I want to pick up the dog. I always want to pick up the dog. I want to interact with the dog. Nintendogs, yeah. No, actually, Dream Drop Distance was really fun for that. The way that you could interact with the Dream Eaters. All right, let's get a little lock. So we're gonna pick out like a very dark sort of bronzy color. Draw a little square here. Maybe neaten that up. And then a little companion down here. Yeah, Dream Drop Distance. Yeah, no, it was really fun. I played that game at least twice, but I only remember hanging out with the Dream Eaters. Like the gameplay, I remember being fun, but like couldn't remember it. Alright, just adding some basic gold highlights. And then we're gonna add on sort of keyhole. Story is bonkers. Yeah, Dream Drop Distance. So like, I mean, Kingdom Hearts, you know, we talk about the side games being their own thing. Yeah, Dream Drop Distance was confusing. Well, because it was the Kingdom Hearts that introduced time travel. And introducing time travel into anything makes it confusing. Well, and plus, like spoiler, not spoiler, but like you play as Riku and Sora, and like, I'll tell you, you finish the game as Riku. Like, the story is super confusing. It's not my favorite. Okay, H2 had time travel. Oh, for the Timeless River, you are right about that. But that was just one world and like one little sort of storyline that you can kind of forget about by the time that you're on to the next world. Whereas Dream Drop Distance, time travel was the story. Time, like, it was the villain, it was the story, it was the reason. Oh yeah, sure, that looks passable. Let's... Alright, yeah. Not naming my layers, got them a little bit disorganized, but I'm going to combine this whole chest onto one layer, and that way I can be a little bit more organized. Yeah, Merlin broke the laws of time travel. I mean, a lot of things that probably should matter don't matter in Kingdom Hearts. I mean, because they're just, like, you know, even meddling in other worlds. They always say that they shouldn't do it, and that's the number one thing that you're there to do in Kingdom Hearts games, is meddle in other worlds. It wouldn't be a Kingdom Hearts game if you weren't meddling in other worlds. So, you know, they definitely break their own rules all the time. Alright, so now that we're at this point, I think I'm going to combine mostly everything. Let's get those purple stitches in her outfit. I never put those in. And then I'm going to combine everything onto one layer, and that's going to make this whole thing a lot more organized, and that way I can just start drawing the crabs. Yeah, no, you are right about that. Like, I don't know why they felt the need to make point two and like have Mickey in his shorts. No one ever questioned that. Everyone figured it was just like he didn't have a design back then. He wasn't really in the game. We didn't really need a reason for that. So yeah, no, I do think it's funny that they put that in. Crabs. All right, where am I going? Yes, this is the layer. All right, so real quick, I'm just gonna select this purple color. I'm gonna turn on outline for this layer. I'm gonna put it to about 5, and we're gonna see how we like that. I'm gonna select this sort of darker purple color. Yeah, crab emoji. Alright, let's make that a little bit of a thinner pencil. Yeah, crabs. Gonna be fun. Oh yeah, I do have to still do her necklace. You're right about that. Because yeah, she is gonna have a necklace. She's gonna have her choker. So yeah, there's a couple more things I gotta do on her still. Alright, those last two got messed up. Let's redo those ones real quick. There. Much better. But yeah, no, this outline tool that automatically adds an outline onto whatever you're drawing is just the most amazing thing. What kind of background? Probably a very simple like dock and ocean. So I'm hoping I can get it done very quick. That way we can start on the next one. Because yeah, this is almost 2 hours in. I'm not trying to make this live stream more than 4 hours. So we're going to finish this one up and then we're going to start on the next one. Okay. So let's see. That's her stitches. Let me find her skin. We'll add in the necklace. Which tool are you talking about, Fitz? Because yeah, a lot of these did come with Clip Studio Paint. What I've been using is the airbrush and the pen, the mapping pen, which do come with Clip Studio Paint. Oh, thank you. Let's see, what was I just doing? Oh yeah, the stitches, yeah, the outline tool, that comes with Clip Studio Paint. You can apply that onto any layer that you're on. All right, and then doing Kyrie's necklace, like I said, I draw Kyrie a lot, and doing her necklace is always one of my favorite parts because it's a pretty much a white bead, but I use so many different colors when I actually do it because I figure it's kind of pearly. Yeah, remember how Pete broke time rules just cuz? Yeah, they really didn't. That had no consequences. But yeah, so for her necklace, I start out with this sort of purple color, and then I'll move over to that same value but more of a blue tone, airbrush that on, switch it to pink, make it a little brighter, airbrush that on, and that way you kind of get a building of tones. And then I'll do a little bit of a brighter blue, airbrush that on, and then lastly very bright pink. And yeah, sometimes you can't even really tell that you did all that by the end, but I think it adds to the effect, makes it more pearly overall. Yeah, no, he literally just kind of manifested a door to pop up with his sadness. Alright, let's combine everything now. Thank you. Yeah, like I said, necklace is one of my favorite parts to do. I draw Kyrie a lot. Her hair, her face, necklace. I mean, it's all the best. Sort of chef's kiss. All right, so that's everything on one layer except for her eyes. Let's get those on the same one too. All right, now, okay, we're gonna do the background first, and then we're gonna do the crabs. I know everyone's excited for the crabs. I'm excited for the crabs too. Let's get the background done, because something that I like to do is I actually like to do the parts that I'm less excited to do first, because otherwise I'm not gonna get to them. I'm gonna do the parts that I'm excited to do, and then I'm not gonna I'm not gonna put any effort towards the ones that I'm not excited to do. Crabs. Sorry, I just like to say crabs. Yeah, definitely. I mentioned it before, but I'll say it again. If anyone has any ideas for Kingdom Hearts 4 or just Kingdom Hearts visuals that they want to see done, I'll probably be doing more of these live streams in the future. I have an idea that I'm probably not going to get to today, so that'll be on the next one. So yeah, if you guys have any that you want to see, let me know, because I'll just jot them down. I got more written down. Yeah, everyone put crab emojis. Oh, Cinderella and Terra. Someone just wanted to see Cinderella and Terra drawn together. I think that was about the idea. But I'm always down to draw princess dresses. I love drawing princess dresses. Alright, so this brush that I'm about to use is not one that came with Clip Studio Paint. I did have to download it from Clip Studio Assets, but it's a cloud brush, and I would recommend you guys go download cloud brushes. This isn't my brush or anything, and I don't have a link for it or anything, but just go download one because it's going to change your life. Yeah, no, I mean, people say, yeah, like, Terra, Cinderella, they're a pretty cute ship. Aqua, Aurora was another request that I got. But don't make it weird, yeah. Yeah, no, that's all you gotta do. Just don't make it weird. Doesn't have to be weird, just don't make it weird. Yeah, no, I wish that Cinderella, Aurora, Snow White, I wish that they would come back in a Kingdom Hearts game. They were in Kingdom Hearts 1, but you didn't get to go to their worlds. And then you did get to go in Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, and I thought maybe you'd get to see them more after that, but that's the last time we ever saw them. Alright, we're just gonna do a big, big cloud up here. And then we're gonna do a gradient on the sky so that it's not this flat blue color. We're gonna make it a little brighter towards the horizon. Draw Lady Tremaine being carpet bombed, but do make it weird. Yeah, okay, I'll have the stack of requests, don't make it weird, and then the other stack of requests, do make it weird. Alright, yeah, here I'm just using the gradient tool. I'm locking the cloud and the sky, and then yeah, I'm just using the gradient tool. It basically fades it from one color to another. And that's an easy way to add a little bit of brightness without trying too hard. Yeah, I gotta make a Patreon for the weird ones. Yeah, you gotta pay for the weird ones. Alright, so let's set that to like 47. I'm gonna unlock it, and then we're gonna blur it. So I'm gonna select Gaussian blur. Let's turn it up to 30 and see how we like it. Alright, that blurred it a bit. I'm gonna blur it. Let's go to 60. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see that difference, but yeah, it's basically blurring the edges of the clouds. I think I like it about there. And then this ocean, this is another brush that I had to download. It didn't come with Clip Studio Paint, but it is really good for water. Yeah, I'm just going to select this bright color. I'm going to make my brush pretty big. But yeah, you just kind of see that with just one swipe. It kind of looks like waves, water ripples. I can always add more. And yeah, it's literally like magic. It makes it so fast. A real request is just Xion being happy. Yeah, no, actually, I should probably draw that. That'd be nice to see, wouldn't it? Do I wish to draw for other fandoms? I mean, Kingdom Hearts is my #1 love. I love, let's see, what do I love? I love Final Fantasy, particularly Final Fantasy X, Final Fantasy IX I'm getting into, but I have played 7, the remake and the rebirth that came out. Like I said, I was just starting to play Final Fantasy 16. So yeah, of course, Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts. I do love Naruto. I was growing up when that show was coming out, so I am a fan. I love Inuyasha too. Shishomaru is definitely a big inspiration for me. All right, so this next one is a brush that I made. It's going to be the planks that go on this dock that she's standing on. It's really going to make it look like a wooden surface. I haven't used it in a while, so let me get my bearings. My wood board weathered. Let's pick that one. Have you ever thought to draw princess dresses for other main KH characters? Not for, well, no, that's a lie. I did think about drawing one for Naminé. Because, yeah, I did draw one for Kairi. I really like that one. I've drawn it a couple of times now. But, yeah, Naminé, definitely I've thought about it. Xion even, but not, like, to the point where I actually have any sort of design done. But, yeah, definitely thought about it. The ideas entered the brain. Yeah, outfit swaps. I had that idea, actually. I want to do outfit swaps for Xion and Tifa, where Xion wears Tifa's Final Fantasy VII outfit and Tifa wears Xion's like short black dress that she's got, as well as Kairi and Aerith switching. I actually have a sketch already made for that, so that's one that I could probably do pretty soon. Yeah, Sora did wear a dress in the manga. Actually, I don't know if you guys can see. I've got the manga back there. I've got some of them. But yeah, no, I definitely love the Kingdom Hearts manga. All right, let me just stop dilly-dallying. Let me get this plank in. I'm going to switch around my colors. I'm going to make the bright one this second one, and then I'm going to make a dark one this first one, and that's going to make the wood board actually look like wood. And then we're going to use a little transform to stretch it and make it look like it's kind of in dimension with her. I do have a Blue Sky. I don't have Twitter. Well, okay, technically there is a Twitter that exists with our username. However, I don't use Twitter. So yeah, I do have a Blue Sky. I have Tumblr. I do post all of my art on those two sites. So yeah, definitely follow me there. All right, and this dock turned out really purple, and I really don't have a good reason for that. So let's make it a little bit more wood colored. All right, we're gonna do a new multiply layer and the airbrush, make it look like she's actually standing on it. Yeah, no, Twitter, I also refuse to call it the other name. The other name's stupid. It's just Twitter. And I also still refuse to use it. I never was a fan of it just because, I mean, I'm an artist. I like sharing visual art. Twitter for me, like, I know people share art on there and a lot of people share art successfully. But for me, I always kind of saw it as more of like a status, like, kind of, let me tell you what I think rather than show you what I made. So yeah, just for that reason, I was never into it in the first place, and then recent years have not made me want to use it anymore. thoughts about Sora in Smash. I mean, I like it. I haven't so I played Smash when it came out, but I wasn't able to play it when Sora joined the roster, so I've never played as Sora in Smash, but I love the fact that he's there. I like that Cloud's there, pretty sure Sephiroth is there. I like that all these characters. Like, I wish they would get more characters. I just want a fighting game with all of the Kingdom Hearts, sorry, all the video game characters. Cuz yeah, get some Final Fantasy, more Final Fantasy, get Lightning, get Titus. Basically Dissidia meets Smash Brothers. Sora was floaty. Yeah, like I said, I never got to play as him, so I didn't really get to experience like how he played. But I like the fact that he's there. All right, yeah, just toying around with these multiply layers, getting them to a level that I think looks realistic enough. They're always Mugen. Mugen. All right, now let's see, that's the dock. Let's unlock it. I'm gonna blur it just a tiny bit. We're gonna go so that we can actually see that edge line. I'm gonna blur it. All right, that's a little too blurry, so that's 35. Let's bring it down to 20. That's more appropriate. Let's bring it down to 15. All right, yeah, so I like that amount of blur. I just don't want a super harsh line from the dock to the ocean. And then we're gonna do the same thing actually on the ocean. We're gonna blur that just a little bit. Sorry, I'm like trying to read chat as I'm like adjusting this, and I'm not successfully doing both. Felt lackluster, like here he is, but due to a lot of red tape, we can only do this stuff. But his outfits were great. Yeah. Well, yeah, because in Smash he got like Wisdom Form and Valor Form and all those, right? Yeah. Timeless River outfit? Okay, I didn't even know that he had that. That's cool. I didn't know that that existed in there. I I get really geeked over the Timeless River form, and I really couldn't tell you why. I didn't like love it as a kid or anything, but I love it now. Okay, so let's real quick, we're just gonna add an overlay layer onto her, make her blend in with the background a little bit more. So I'm gonna do like a blue tone over here and then more of a purple tone. And we're gonna gradient that over top of her completely. I'm gonna clip it to her. That way it's only on her. It's on overlay. I'm gonna turn it down. And that way she's just slightly more blue and purple in tone. She's got that overlay on her, so she just kind of fits into the background slightly more. All right, guys, I think it's time for the fun part. I think it's time for the crabs. Yeah, Tron costumes, yeah. All right, so let's do a white crab. Yeah, Symphony of Sorcery was a really good world too. Like those like kind of deep dive kingdom like Disney worlds where it's like, yeah, you only know about this. You only put this like no one's hyped about this. You only put this in here cuz you really had a good idea and you wanted to. It's not like Frozen where they put it in there because it was the most recent movie that came out. They put it in there cuz they had a good idea. Crabs. Yeah, let's do all the white crabs first, and we'll save Sebastian for last. All right, so yeah, this one's probably hanging on. Yeah, no, honestly, yeah, Arendelle boss was cool. I really liked that boss fight. Um, just yeah, Frozen as a world. I mean, I like Frozen more than probably the average adult. However, I cannot forgive them for making us sit through that song without any sort of gameplay. Like at least Atlantica gave you gameplay when it made you sit through the songs. Like I didn't think anything was going to make me like sitting through the songs in Atlantica. Bye, twin. Bye, Stephanie. Everyone say bye to Stephanie. She's the other twin on this channel, but she has a real job and she works. Skull. Yeah, no. You're right, Skull. I knew who you were talking about. Because, I mean, Fenrir is like a wolf in Norse mythology. I knew who you were talking about. I also knew that that was a Keyblade name, but, you know. All right, just adding little legs. I don't know how many legs crabs have. I'm assuming 6, but I really didn't look it up. So we're just going to go with that. Next Cage 3 playthrough, you shouldn't pause the game and let it go. Look up, yeah, Oni and Psychic Pebbles cover. Okay, yeah, I'll look up their cover. I mean, yeah, anything just to not sit through that again. Like, there's no reason for that. Because, like, it'd be different. It'd be different if, like, Sora and Donald, like, if Goofy made a sound during that, honestly, it would be 100 times better. But the fact that there's basically no difference between that scene and the one that you see in the movie, it just makes it so worthless and lame to me. Let Goofy sing. Yeah, no, honestly, if Goofy had sung Let It Go, I would never skip through that. I wouldn't complain. I definitely thought that after Kingdom Hearts 2, I thought they would give us another singing sort of minigame world at some point, but they never did. So yeah, it's just weird to put a whole song in a world, in a cutscene. I mean, did they think that people hadn't heard that song enough? Did they think like they were going to expose people to how good that song was? Because like we knew everything about that song before it was in that game. Dancing in Corona was fun. Yeah, no, Corona itself. Okay, yeah. So Corona, I said, was one of my lesser favorite worlds in Kingdom Hearts 3. It's not because of the world itself. The world itself is fun. The music's fun. The gameplay is fun. I really like the Heartless that show up there. But it's just the cutscenes. Like I am someone that enjoys Kingdom Hearts cutscenes, but I don't enjoy the Kingdom Hearts 3 cutscenes. Yeah, the boss is awesome. Yeah. Speaking of Kingdom Hearts 3 and what it did worse than other games, I think of it only because of this song that's playing right now. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it's the Bouncer-Rama. It's from the Winnie the Pooh world. Winnie the Pooh in Kingdom Hearts 3 is depressing. Like, I don't know what they were trying to make me feel with that. I feel like other Winnie the Pooh worlds were trying to make you feel cozy and like warm and safe. And then I feel like Kingdom Hearts 3 was trying to make you have an existential crisis. Yeah, no, both Arendelle and Corona had good boss fights. I mean, that's one thing Kingdom Hearts always does well is combat and gameplay. The Heartless are always cool. The gameplay is always cool. It's just okay. I won't say the gameplay is always cool. I did not experience Chain of Memories because of the gameplay, but yeah, no, Kingdom Hearts 3 gameplay was cool. It's just The story, man. Yeah, Bouncerama is so hype. I don't know if any of you guys have ever heard like the Destati collection. I jam out to the Destati collection a lot, but Destati has a version um of Bouncerama that it just goes hard. Like they kind of make a battle theme out of it even, and they didn't need to. You never go into battle in Winnie the Pooh world, but they made it and I love it. No, I didn't say Chain of Memories story was bad, just gameplay. I'm not a fan. I didn't have a Game Boy Advanced growing up, so I didn't get to play it when it came out. And then I did get to play the remaster that they put on to the PlayStation 2, but they kept the card system and I just honestly could never get into it. So like I do trust that, you know, for those that enjoy it, it's a good gameplay system, but for me as someone who likes Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 and have never gotten into card games like that, I could never get into it. All right, let's add some highlights onto his eyes and then this crab will probably be done. All right, one crab. But no, my favorite way, because actually I do really like the story of Chain of Memories. My favorite way to experience the story of Chain of Memories is by reading the manga. Yeah, Marluxia, yeah, no, if Stephanie was still here, you'd hear her going off about Marluxia. Marluxia is her favorite uh, organization member. All right, let's get some I'm going to use the circle tool because that's going to make these guys a lot easier. Actually, let's not make it a perfect circle. Yeah. Well, yeah, no, I'm sure the music's all good. Like, everything about Chain of Memories, except for the gameplay, is probably really good. It's just I could never get into it because of the gameplay. Like, and I've tried, you know, and I will try again at some point in my life. Like, I am determined to like that game as much as I can. It's just I've given it a little bit of a go, and so far I get stuck in Traverse Town. I just don't understand the cards. And that's me. That's my bad. But yeah, no, I mean, if I do ever want to experience the story of Chain of Memories, I have the manga. So yeah, it's like I could learn the game or I could just read the manga. Axel is literally hot too. You're all right about that? I was really excited when Kingdom Hearts 3 gave Larxene and Marluxia their own nobodies, because that's one of the coolest things about Kingdom Hearts 2 for me is getting to see all the organization members dedicated nobodies, and the fact that we got to see more of them in Kingdom Hearts 3 was actually really cool. Have I read the 358 over 2 days manga? I have not read all of it. I have unfortunately only 2 volumes of it, and it's volume I think it's volume 1 and 3. I don't think it's like a consecutive volume, so I haven't read it all the way through. I wish I could. I have been looking for it on Amazon. Maybe I'll check it out after this stream and see if it's on there. Naminé get crucified? No, she doesn't. I don't think she gets crucified. She does. I think I know exactly what panel you're talking about, though. Like, she does sort of get, I'm not going to say tied up, but maybe tethered up with some rose vines. It's actually one of the coolest panels in the book, in my opinion. But yeah, no, I wouldn't say it's crucified. All right, those are the backs of crabs. Let me just give them some claws, and then they'll be almost done. I'm gonna add a little shadow underneath them too. worst Kingdom Hearts gameplay is Dark Road. I mean, I couldn't tell you because I've never played it. Any mobile game, in my opinion, is the worst gameplay because it's a mobile game. I've never played Unchained or Dark Road. Yeah, no, I came here to hang out and talk about Kingdom Hearts. Like I said, I draw this stuff all the time anyways. Normally I'm just listening to honestly, I'm listening to like 600 Pound Life or something, you know, while I'm drawing. So yeah, no, interacting with you guys is a lot more, I think, beneficial to my life and entertaining. Fan of Disney cartoons. I mean, not like any recent one. So like honestly, I don't know what Owl House is. Don't know what Amphibia is. I've heard of Gravity Falls, but I've never seen it. I was kind of too old when it came out. Um, and yeah, I guess actually, if I think about the cartoons that I like, they're not even Disney. It's like Powerpuff Girls, which was Cartoon Network, SpongeBob SquarePants, of course. I have a niece right now. She's 2 years old, so I am getting kind of back into some old cartoons that I used to watch. Oh yeah, let me just add a little shadow under them, and then those crabs will be done, and then we can go on to the final crab. Goof Troop. Yeah, no, I definitely watched the Goofy movies. I've heard a lot. There's been like actually kind of an alarming demand for Max Goof in Kingdom Hearts, and at this point I just hope they give it to him. Because I've also heard the stuff that Max Goof is like no longer canon, but like if Steamboat Willie is canon, like if stuff from the 30s is still canon, then Max Goof is canon and no one can tell me different. All right, final crab. Now this one's gonna be Sebastian. So actually, real quick, let me pull up just a photo of Sebastian, cause I mean, I'm sure I could draw him based off of memory, but I like using references. All right, I guess I should have specified like which Sebastian I was Googling. I just kind of Googled Sebastian and I expected them to show me the red crab, but I got a lot of black butler results. I realize you guys can't see that, but it happened. All right, now let me just pick a good reference. All right, I'm just gonna copy it. I'm gonna paste it right in, drag it where I want it so that I can look at it while I'm drawing. All right, let me get you guys pulled back up. Yeah. All right, let's get Sebastian in here. I'm gonna pick a dark red color. And let's see, his head. Yeah, just crop it to a PNG, yeah. Man, he does not have a normal crab face at all. Normally crabs, I guess, are kind of just discs with eyes, but this guy really has like a mouth, a face. Brazilian version of Kiss the Girl, I will. All right, let's get his eyes blocked in. Let's also just, real quick, let's just spend a second Give a prayer. Let's hope this Sebastian doesn't come out super cursed. That'd be cool if it didn't. Yeah, good training. All right, we're it's looking weird, but it's okay. It's fine so far. We're not done. Yeah, this guy really doesn't have a nose of any sort. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, no, I was really happy that anyone left me suggestions. Like, I made that post and I was just hoping for some good stuff. I have actually 2 pages written down, so I was really happy with the response that I got. Yeah, I just kind of picked out my favorite ones first, but I have a bunch more. And then yeah, if anyone else has any Kingdom Hearts ideas that they want to see brought to life, definitely let me know. Flynn Rider, yeah. No, that's good. This guy doesn't have a nose. We can't get his nose wrong because he doesn't have a nose. All right, and then we're gonna make his skin tone just a little bit darker, and that way I can work that bright color back in as a highlight color. We're actually gonna put a little effort into Sebastian. Okay. Give him little cheeks. All right, and then this this eye needs to just get a little adjusted. Hold on. There we go. So I know in Kingdom Hearts 3, when you go into the Pirates of the Caribbean world, I'm pretty sure that's where you find Ariel's summon. Like, because she's a summonable character in that game. And yeah, I'm pretty sure you find her in Pirates of the Caribbean world. I really just kind of wanted the character herself to show up. I think that would have been really cool. I mean, because, like, they always have these Disney characters in these worlds, but, like, can you put two of them in the same world for once? That would be cool. Pogging? I don't even know what pogging is. You might have to explain that one to me. I am gonna have to change his eyes because I just realized he's not actually looking at all in Kyrie's direction. All right, that's the face, which, like, it doesn't look exactly like, you know, him, but that's fine. It looks like how I drew it. His lips are just a little bit, I guess, less big. Pogging is like a Twitch emote that people use when you're, like, gasping or wide mouth. Oh, yeah, I mean, he's gasping because he sees Kairi, and he can't believe it. Oh god, he's cute. I think he's cute. Alright, let's get his shell in there. Let's see, his shell is probably kind of on it that way, I think. And then I might actually put this underneath. How many things do I have going on here? I'm gonna put it underneath the chest layer. I just gotta consolidate a couple things. Yeah, let's put it underneath her and the chest. And he has huge claws, much bigger than the other crabs that I drew. Oh, Kairi with the upside down Axel tears. Yeah, no, actually, I'm really sad that they got rid of those upside down Axel tears in Kingdom Hearts 3. I honestly really don't like a lot of the things that they did with Axel in Kingdom Hearts 3. Like the fact that they never had him wear real clothes. Yeah, no, Kairi with those upside down tears. I mean, I'm just down to draw that. That sounds like a cool idea. Issa is big dead. Yo, so how many people agree with me and are not on board with the fact that Issa's kind of like a good guy now? Kingdom Hearts 3 really gave Issa a good ending and didn't give Sora a good ending. Like, I can't see Issa playing catch on the beach without getting flashbacks, like World War II flashbacks of the Kingdom Hearts 2 boss fight. Yeah, Major Lame Uncle vibes. Yeah, it's a little... I mean, I like Axel, but they gotta figure out what they're doing with him. He's hanging out with teenagers a little too much. Yeah, no, I mean, Axel, like, I love Axel. It's just a little Steve Buscemi, like, how you doing, fellow kids? All right, we're gonna go on with that bright color, and then I'm gonna select that dark color again and, like, sort of add in some details. If it's from another fandom, it's just gonna depend on... You can do requests from another fandom. It's just gonna depend on if I actually know what it is or not. Because, yeah, I'm down. I just... I don't know. I play a lot, way too much Kingdom Hearts. So if it's Kingdom Hearts, I'm gonna know what you're talking about. If it's anything else, we'll find out. Yeah, Issa was very shoehorned in as being good. Yeah, he was very committed to the nobody idea. He was one of the last people that you fought in the castle. And he was a really hard fight. He really didn't want to let you take him down. It wasn't like Demix where you fight him halfway through. Oh yeah, Naruto Sakura. Personally, I'm a Naruto Hinata fan, but I'm totally down to draw Naruto Sakura just because I love drawing Sakura. Kingdom, like Kairi and Sakura were kind of like, they were there for me when I was growing up as like little girl idols. Same thing with the Gullwings and Final Fantasy X-2 and like Josie and the Pussycats. Like they were all just like perfect things to exist at the time that I was growing up because I was a girl interested in girly things. And also like Kingdom Hearts for some reason. And Final Fantasy. Well, yeah, Axel and Issa being friends before, like, I'm happy that they got to be friends again, and like, I'm glad that Issa gets a redemption, but like, did they have to make him kick my ass? Like, could we have done without the ass kicking? He didn't need to kill me before he became good. Like, that's all I'm saying. All right, and then these are kind of just extra legs, I figure. They're just going to be there in the background. All right, but that's about Sebastian. Done. I don't think I'm really going to put too much more work into him. What do you guys think? Oh yeah, no, you hate Riku, but respect him. Yeah, no, I feel that. Yeah, you just beat up everyone in this game. That's true. But, Riku. I mean, I played Kingdom Hearts recently, and like Kingdom Hearts 1, and that opening segment with Destiny Islands is just so good at pitting you against Riku as your rival. It really makes you feel like you're that 14-year-old boy with your friend who is always stronger than you, always a little taller than you, and you just want to beat him. So yeah, no, I really like. I get into the Riku hate in Kingdom Hearts 1. I find it really fun. Yeah, he's very vibrant. He is red. He is a cooked crab. All right, but I'm going to sign this. So let's just put my signature down. I always sign everything as Twin 1 Twin A. Let me just move that. I can already tell it's going to be a little too far over. Thank you. And then we're going to add on a little outline in a different color, slightly darker than the background, just to make it stand out a little bit. Yeah, Kairi's my girl. Don't you ever try to share a Paopu with her. She's my girl. Got that? Oh, what did these crabs do? Shh. Alright, you see this down here? This was my fault. This little bit of gray down here. I combined a multiply layer that I shouldn't have. Let's see if I can fix that up real quick, because this piece is about done. It's just a little mistake here. All right, so what are you guys thinking? You think we have time for another one? Say, I don't think I'm going to be able to finish another one. That would maybe make this go on a little too long, but we can get one started. Maybe finish it up on another live stream. This is my first live stream, but I definitely plan on doing more. And right now I happen to have some time, so I can live stream on another day real soon. Yeah, I should definitely get it started. You're right. This one was Kyrie in the Pirates of the Caribbean. The next one that I have was another fan suggestion. They wanted to see basically Kyrie again, but if it was in Kingdom Hearts 4, and if her grandma made a kind of a return in the Coco world. So that's what's up next. I'm going to get it started as soon as I'm done just fixing up these crabs. Yeah, so her grandma's kind of in that Dia de los Muertos sort of style with the skull and the makeup. And then Kyrie, because it's Kingdom Hearts 4 that I would picture this happening, I did draw her, but I don't have a Kingdom Hearts 4 design for Kyrie, and neither does Square Enix. So what I did do is I sketched it out, and I plan on making it, I don't know if any of you guys have ever heard of the artist Holly Polly, but she's a very famous Kingdom Hearts artist, and she made her own design for Kingdom Hearts for Kyrie. And I really like it, so that's the design that I'm going to be using in the next drawing when I draw Kyrie with her grandma. All right, that's the gray removed. We're just going to add in a little bit of multiply back in there to create that shadow underneath the crabs. That's what that was. That was the shadow layer that just got turned opaque on accident. All right. So let's go ahead and save. All right, that one is all done. All right, let's open up the next one. All right, so this is the sketch that I have done for Coco Kyrie and her grandma. So we're gonna start out with, I do organize my layers just a tiny bit. In that I do take the eye layer and the face lines layer and I do color them so that I at least know which ones these are. But yeah, no, I don't name anything else and I don't color any other layers. So these two are really the only two that I can identify when I'm scrolling through my layers. Yeah, no, definitely. Oh yeah, actually let me switch out the request because yeah, we're done with Pirates of the Caribbean. So yeah, this is the request right here. I just put it up above me. Yeah, so this is Coco Kyrie with her grandma. There was other ideas in this comment, I remember, and I have them all written down. But yeah, this is the one that I went with for this stream. I really like the idea. I felt a little pang in my heart when I read it. I was like, oh, her grandma and Coco, of course. You know, it hurts. It hurts in a good way. Yeah, so third idea we're definitely not getting to on this stream, but definitely next stream I can get to it, which would be Sora in the Sugar Rush design for Wreck-It Ralph. So if you guys have seen that, then you know the Sugar Rush characters are really small and chibi, kind of cute, like Princess Vanellope von Schweetz, if you're familiar with her. And so yeah, I drew Sora in that style in his Kingdom Hearts 4 outfit. I have the sketch all done. I have it ready for a live stream. It's just I don't think we're gonna get to it today. So yeah, next time. But yeah, the person that requested it had a lot of details for his car specifically, so I'm excited to draw the car. They wanted it very browny, very toffee, very delicious. And, you know, thank you guys for suggesting this, because if you guys hadn't had ideas, then I would have nothing to draw. I would just be drawing, you know, what I wanted to draw. But I'm really glad that I get to draw what you guys want to see, because, you know, I can draw what I want at any time, but I really want to draw what you guys want to see. And there's a lot of people that maybe don't have the time that I have to spend, you know, bringing ideas to life. So if I can bring ideas to life for other people, then I think that's awesome. All right, let's get her skin lines in there. And yeah, her mouth's kind of open. She's like, oh, Grandma, can't believe you're here. But no, now honestly, now that I have like this idea that you've given me, I really want this in a Kingdom Hearts game. I really want them to make a Coco World and give us Kyrie's grandma. I know a lot of people actually have theories about like Kyrie's grandma being some kind of Keyblade wielder back in the days of, I don't know, Daybreak Town, whenever that was. And I'm here for it. I mean, she always existed, so why not give her a little bit of an interesting story? All right, just doing lines on the hands. Yeah, KH4 totally has to have life versus death worlds. I mean, yeah, I just hope that Kingdom Hearts 4 in general does a better job at theming its Disney worlds with the Kingdom Hearts story that's going on. I mean, I could go on about how Kingdom Hearts 3 didn't do that. You guys, if you've been here the whole time, then you know I've already bitched about Kingdom Hearts 3 a little bit throughout this live stream. But yeah, it's just, I could go on about all the ways Kingdom Hearts 3 disappointed me. And the Disney worlds were one of them. And it's like, I'll go back and play that game. Like, I will play the game, but it's not as good as any other Kingdom Hearts game. All right, and then, yeah, for those of you that don't know, that you haven't seen Holly Polly's design, I'll zoom out and I'll show you it in just a second. The worlds themselves were fun to explore, but the stories they told blowed. Yeah, you're absolutely right. That's exactly the issue, is that, yeah, they were big. They had, like, the Mickey emblems to find, which I actually found that kind of fun. It's just that they weren't well told. All right, but yeah, so here's the design that Holly Polly made. So this is the Kingdom Hearts 4 Kyrie design that I'm sort of using. It's unofficial, but I love it, and I've never drawn it before. And yeah, no, I think it would really look good with Sora's Kingdom Hearts 4 design, so I'm gonna draw it. And yeah, I'm kind of just gonna cheat and go back to this one and select colors sometimes. Maybe select colors from here. I do that a lot, where I just color drop from my references. It makes color selection kind of a no-brainer. Sleeves. Yeah, no, you are right about that. She's got sleeves, but so does Kingdom Hearts 4 Sora. You know, I like this design of Kyrie because it's based on, if anyone was alive in like 2009, then maybe you saw some trailers for Final Fantasy 13 Versus that was gonna be coming out around that time. Nowadays, that is Final Fantasy 15. But way back then, it was released in the trailers as Final Fantasy 13 Versus, and there was a character in those trailers named Stella. In Final Fantasy 15, she was replaced by Luna Freya as like the main leading girl. But yeah, if you go back and watch those trailers, you can see Stella. And this Kingdom Hearts 4 design for Kyrie that Holly Polly made is based on Stella's design. And that's because a lot of people think that this whole Kingdom Hearts 4 direction that they're going in is inspired and based on the ideas that got scrapped during Final Fantasy 13 Versus. And I tend to agree, it was all Tetsuya Nomura's project, so I definitely see that, because Final Fantasy 15 didn't turn out anything like what Final Fantasy 13 Versus was looking like. All right, putting in. Yeah, Nomura's hella pissed about 13 being scrapped. Yeah, no, I mean, I would be too. That game looked really cool. I watched those trailers all the time when I was a kid, and I was just waiting for Kingdom Hearts 3 to come out and for Final Fantasy 13 Versus to come out, and then I turned into an adult and I was still waiting. And then Kingdom Hearts 3 came out and Final Fantasy 15 came out, and boy was I disappointed. Yeah, and I don't even mind that he's using Cage to add to that. Because, I mean, I wanted that. I still want that. If he's down to make it still as Kingdom Hearts 4, I mean, just make it make sense. That's all I ask. Which I realize is probably a pretty big ask. Because, yeah, I've never done the Lingering Will fight in Kingdom Hearts 2. I'm just not, not really the super bosses kind of gamer. And I've never done the Yozora fight in Kingdom Hearts 3. I've heard that it's great. It's just I'm not going through all that. I'll beat the game. I'll get a little overpowered. I'll do some extra stuff. But I ain't doing all of the bonus content. Especially not the very difficult stuff like that. But yeah, Yozora is very much, I mean, you can tell just by looking at him, he's based on Noctis from Final Fantasy 13 Versus. And even, I mean, the Virum Rex guys, like, I haven't seen much of them. But yeah, they're totally, like, everything about it is Final Fantasy 13 Versus, and it's very obvious when you look at it. And I'm just excited to see what they do with it. I just don't know why it takes so long for them to release a game. Yeah, it feels like time's flown by. Like, it feels like Kingdom Hearts 3 didn't come out that long ago, and I haven't been waiting that long. But then I think that it came out in 2019, and it's been 6 years. And I'm like, okay, well, where is any other Kingdom Hearts game? Because Melody of Memory ain't it. I did not play that. I might play that at some point, but I did not so far. It's not it's not really what I'm going for when I go for a Kingdom Hearts game. Yeah, being an adult sucks, yeah. I'm trying my darndest to not be an adult, but sometimes you gotta. Yeah, no, I am surprised though. I mean, being an adult kind of is good sometimes because you're smarter. Maybe you have a little more patience than you did as a kid. So yeah, it's definitely some things I've gotten done as an adult that I didn't get done as a kid. Like particularly the Final Fantasy X celestial weapons come to mind. I never did the Missing Link. But yeah, no, I never did the Lulu dodge 200 lightning bolts in a row in order to get her celestial weapon when I was a kid. I never had the patience for it. I tried it, just could never get it done. But yeah, no, as an adult, just came up with a strategy, was able to do it. So yeah, being an adult it's not all bad. All right, but yeah, we're definitely going to get all of the flat color into this piece, and then we're going to see where we're at. Because there's two characters in this piece, it is going to take a little bit longer than the last one. So yeah, we're going to get the flat colors done. We're going to see what time it's at, how we're feeling, see if maybe we want to start a little bit of the shading. But yeah, I don't imagine we might get this one done during this live stream. I'll schedule my next one soon, though. Yeah, no, Final Fantasy X has notoriously one of the, like, most kind of consuming end games. Because, yeah, there's just a lot of things that you have to do, ridiculous tasks in order to get. Like, what I just mentioned, where you have to dodge 200 lightning bolts in a row. It took, I think, like 20 minutes real time for me to do that, at least. And that was on the successful attempt, you know, because there's also like plenty of times where I was not successful and I spent, 15, 20 minutes just being not successful. So yeah, it took a long time. And as a kid, I spent, a lot of time dedicated towards it, but I just didn't have a good strategy. Ooh, let me just pause for 1 second. All right, we're back. I just had to... It's my cat's medicine time, and my mom was just checking to see if I wanted her to give the cat medicine. And I do. So she's going to. She's really nice. All right, I put the skin down on her legs and her hands, and then I totally didn't bring it up to her face. So let me fix that. I'm going to bring it... She's actually got kind of a little midriff showing, so I'm going to sketch that in real quick. Lulu was the pretty lady with the Moogle plush. Yeah, she had like the dark hair and the like she's a black mage, so she has like a million belts on her skirt. Yeah, Lulu's a really cool character in in Final Fantasy X. I wish they would bring her into Kingdom Hearts. So yeah, they've got Titus and Destiny Islands. They've got the Gullwings and Hollow Bastion, and they've got Auron in Olympus Coliseum, but I need even more Final Fantasy X representation in Kingdom Hearts because they have a lot of Final Fantasy VII going on, and I like Final Fantasy X more. And plus, I want to see the Gullwings meet Titus, but I also kind of don't want Titus to be a child, so they're going to need to do something about that. I would like it if they would make another Kingdom Hearts game where you actually... Yeah, it had Blitzball. I would like to see it where they actually let you explore Destiny Islands again. Because honestly, I'll spend like 6 hours on Destiny Islands when I play Kingdom Hearts 1 again. Just because I love exploring Destiny Islands, and I wish it was bigger. I wish there was more places. I always wanted to explore it again. I thought we were finally going to get to do that in Kingdom Hearts 3, and we definitely didn't. So yeah, I really want an explorable Destiny Islands again. Right, yeah, Kairi, one of my favorite things about this Holly Polly design is the long hair that Kairi gets. That's also something I've always wanted Kairi to have is, like she had short hair in Kingdom Hearts 1, she had long hair in Kingdom Hearts 2. I just wanted her to have even longer hair in Kingdom Hearts 3, and they didn't do that. Yeah, let us explore the town and the city. They showed us it in Kingdom Hearts 2. And it's been fully 20 years since that game came out. And we have never gotten to explore that area. Alright, but yeah, I'm just laying in the sort of solid blocks of color, and then I'm going to go in with my tapered pen to add actual hair strokes. So it's going to look a little funky right now, and then it's going to look a little better once I get those in. Oh yeah, no, I don't feel weird with you being the only one chatting. Please don't stop. Be weirder if you weren't here, honestly. Um, but yeah, no, I mean this is my first live stream, so I'm happy with the turnout so far. You're not the only viewer, you're just the only chatter. All right, let's use that tapered pen. We're gonna get in some actual kind of prettier hair strands. If I could draw it right, that is. I mean, I know the reason that Kairi's hairstyle changes. I know that they base it off of Utada Hikaru. I just have my own hopes and dreams for Kairi's hair outside of what Utada Hikaru might be doing with her hair at the time. And also, Utada is just not the type of person who wears extensions. Like, she is a short hair kind of girly. And I just kind of want to see Kairi with long hair. So, like, yeah, I respect the fact that they base her hair off of Utada, but could they not, once? Yeah, can they have Kairi be a character for once outside of KH1? That'd be nice. I mean, everyone, if you go on my Tumblr or Blue Sky, I have it, I think, posted on both. I have a comic for Kairi, like when she enters Kingdom Hearts 2 and she does that whole like leap and she shouts like, oh, Sora's completely hopeless without us. Like, I have a comic spoofing that moment just because it's such a silly line for her to say, like, who's hopeless without you? You're not a character. All right. I know I just did a lot of zooming in and out on that, but I think I'm pretty much happy with that hair silhouette. Let's get her blouse in. Her blouse with sleeves. Yeah, Kairi, yeah, no, she definitely listens to Utada Hikaru on her downtime. Well, yeah, and like, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people probably don't care that Kairi's voice actor changed, but like, I liked Hayden Panettiere. I watched Heroes when that came out, so like, I know Hayden Panettiere outside of voicing Kairi. I like her. I wish she still voiced Kairi. I wish Haley Joel Osment would still voice Sora, but I heard that that's going away too. I don't know what they're gonna do with the voice actors going forward. And then again, who knows what they're doing with the whole story even. Yeah, well, yeah, no, I heard Haley Joel Osment's not voicing Sora anymore. I think the last time we heard him is going to be the last time he does it. I hope I'm proven wrong. That would be dope if I was, but pretty sure I heard that. Yeah, I don't even. I mean, you'd have to look it up to see if he's stepping down or if, they're just going in a different direction. Because, I mean, if I was him, I would never let that gig go. Yeah, definitely fact check me, but because I hope I'm wrong. But yeah, no, I do know for a fact that they changed Kairi's voice actor in Kingdom Hearts 3, I think, to Alison Stoner, who voices Xion. And like, she did fine, but like, I wouldn't say she did good. And I also wouldn't say that Kyrie had any interesting lines to say, so I can't even really judge her that well. All right, so that is the flat color for Kyrie. I'm going to turn off this sketch layer, and then we're just going to see where it's at. All right, yeah, no, she's looking good. Well, yeah, no, the voice actor, yeah, Hayden Panettiere for Kingdom Hearts 2 versus Kingdom Hearts 1. I mean, I would say her lines were less interesting. I think they told her to sound more like a princess. All right, yeah, so most recent news is maybe he's stepping down, maybe he's not doing it anymore. We can all hope to be proven wrong. Because I don't care. Have him voice him when he's 60. I'll listen to a coughing, hacking, like 60-year-old voice Sora. I don't care. All right, let me actually not start out. That was a bold choice right there, that line. I'm not gonna do that. I am gonna draw her eyes though. So yeah, we'll get Grandma's flat colors laid in, and then I'm probably gonna stop it once we get to the point where I would typically start adding in dimension. We're gonna save that for the next live stream, and then we can also do the Sugar Rush Sora. But yeah, so we got a little bit of time left where I'm gonna be laying in the flat color for Grandma here. Yeah, no, it is a little, definitely a little weird, especially because for me, what's weirdest is Chain of Memories when you hear Kingdom Hearts, basically after 2 Sora voicing Kingdom Hearts 1 Sora. That's really weird. Yep. Even Dream Drop Distance was weird for me because Dream Drop Distance, they use sort of a younger looking model for Sora. So it's not like his Kingdom Hearts 1 design, but it's still kind of that model. And yeah, no, that was, so even Dream Drop Distance was weird. I'm adding little lashes to Granny because why not? I don't think you'll even be able to see them once her skull makeup's on, but drawing them anyways. Alright, and then we're gonna do her bones. She doesn't have skin, she has bones. If I could get that line right, that would be great. There we go. Okay. Gonna get her forehead. And then, oh man, she's got a lot of bones down here. I don't think I'm gonna outline all of those. I am gonna do her fingers, but we're not doing all of these bones. Bony. She's one of them bonies. Alright, and then yeah, that's gonna just have to be a little bit of negative space right there. We'll get to that when we actually lay in the flat color. I mean, I wish for any new Kingdom Hearts gameplay at all, I'm on board with. They can give me pretty much anything. I mean, because yeah, Kingdom Hearts, as far as all the games are concerned, like, gameplay's always where it's the best. It's just the story that sometimes is lackluster. And then Chain of Memories, I want them to release a Chain of Memories with like more of a Kingdom Hearts 1 style combat system. If they did that, I would never stop playing that game because the story's really good. It's just I can't get on board with the cards. Yeah, KH4, I really want them. I mean, because they've done a split campaign with Riku and Sora before a couple of times in Dream Drop Distance and Chain of Memories, and I would love it if they would do a split campaign between Sora, Riku, and Kairi. I really want to play as Kairi in one of these games. I mean, GBA, I'm sure it's good. It's just, like I said, I can never get into it. And, like, one day I will. One day I will understand how those cards work. It's just my teeny tiny brain can't comprehend it every time I go to actually try. So far I haven't done it. But yeah, no, one of these days I'll do it. Spam nines and slates, got it. Yeah, no, I want more info on pretty much all of the organization members, like Luxord and Demix, of course. Even though we do have a little bit of Larxene and Marluxia from the mobile games, I want to know more. Alright, let's start working on Granny's clothes. We got the bones laid in. Shouldn't be too long to lay in her clothes. She's really only wearing like a dress, a scarf, an apron, and then she's got her hair. Basil of Baker Street. I don't know what that is. No, I really want them to go to Atlantis in Kingdom Hearts 4. I think that would be really cool. Great Mouse Detective. Got it. All right. Let's see, where else would I like them to go? I know they won't, but I would love it if they went back to Tarzan World. I think they could do that world a lot better now that they know what they know about platforming and, you know, what they can get away with and what they can't. But yeah, no, I think Tarzan World would be really cool to see again in Kingdom Hearts 4. I know a lot of people want Jungle Book because that world's been teased and scrapped a couple of times before. I want them to give us Aladdin World back, but give us the storyline from King of Thieves. yeah, no, I know. They won't do it. Oh, I messed up, guys. I put this cloth on the same layer as her bones. Let me just undo that real quick. It's not going to take a long time to fix it up. There we go. Alright, can get it underneath those bones. I still have to do her arm right here. I realize I forgot to do that on the bone layer. I'll do that when I'm done blocking in this part of her dress. Her dress is so purple. I really want them to show us what she looked like as a young Keyblade wielder. I bet her design was really cool. I think a Moana world in Kingdom Hearts 4 would also be pretty good. I know Moana's newer, but I mean, I'm sure they're going to give it to us in the next Kingdom Hearts game. They gave us Frozen, they're definitely giving us Moana. Yeah, no, I mean, they did make everyone a Keyblade wielder. I don't know that Sora's Keyblade is special. I think he's just the only one that really uses it, you know, for like he's kind of the only one free out and about doing good with it. Because, like, Aqua's in the realm of darkness, Terra's doing, you know, what he's doing. Ven's trapped. Riku's just not good for most of the story. So yeah, I don't know if Sora's Keyblade's special. I think it's just Sora that's special, and he's the one using it for good. Yeah, Sora wasn't the chosen wielder, but Riku was a little jerk. Yeah, he is a regular guy who makes connections. Sora's friends are his power. I would really like it if in one of these Kingdom Hearts games, like let's say, you know, like let's use Kingdom Hearts 2 as an example. So like in Kingdom Hearts 2, you go to the world that never was at the end. I would love it if in one of these Kingdom Hearts games they had that sort of end stage world and you could bring some of your Disney party members to it with you. Cuz like Jack Skellington, he's a really good party member to have. Aladdin's Limit Command in Kingdom Hearts 2 is really good for collecting items. So, you know, I think it would be really cool if they let you take the Kingdom Hearts, or sorry, if they let you take the Disney characters with you to other worlds. Oh, Sora's Keyblade is specifically the Keyblade of the Realm of Light. Oh, yeah, and then Mickey's is the one of the Realm of Darkness. Yeah, that's right. I mean, there's a lot of Kingdom Hearts concepts that are kept pretty vague. Yeah, the Keyblades, I don't know how much. I mean, because they kind of can't keep anything canon with those, especially now that they're doing Keyblade transformations and upgrades. Like, they weren't doing all that, you know, before, so that's definitely new, something that hasn't always been canon. Something I like, but yeah, no, trying to keep any sort of canon storyline with the Keyblades is tough. Alright, bones. We got more bones to do. Just gonna draw. And I'm not worried about making this, like, really anatomically correct. Like, you know, these are bones, but, like, I didn't look at a skeleton. I know they're not supposed to, but, like, what if they did? Like, I just wish that they would. I am just greedy, and I want to bring my Kingdom Hearts, my Disney friends, to other worlds with me. You know, I give them accessories. I actually dress up my Disney party members. Um, I give them good gear. I give them items, and then I have to leave it in that world with them. unless I take it off of them and put it on the next one, which sometimes I do, but yeah, they can bring Genie along just fine. That is true. And Tinkerbell and Peter Pan. Like there are characters like Stitch. I mean, there's all the summons, they're going from world to world. Simba has been to other worlds. Ariel went to other worlds when she was a summon in Kingdom Hearts 3. Yeah, actually, I want them to elaborate on why Ariel's a summon in Kingdom Hearts 3. I really hope nothing happened to her world. Yeah, no, I do want to thanks Mochichi for watching. We do obviously we still play video games, we just haven't recorded in a long time, but I just got my live stream set up, and so I do want to do some drawing live streams, but I also want to do some gaming live streams. The first gaming live stream I would want to do is a playthrough of Kingdom Hearts 1 where I make Donald and Goofy do all the fights for me. Basically see if I can coast by and just kind of play support to them and have them become really overpowered and just kind of beat the game for me. Yeah, game streams. Yeah, no, definitely in the future. Actually, probably once I'm done streaming today, I might actually download Kingdom Hearts because I don't have it on my PC as of this moment. But literally after this stream, I might download it and start just doing a little playthrough, making sure it all works on my PC. I always just like to make sure things work. Even if they should work, I like to make sure that they're going to work. All right. So let's see. We're almost done. That's her apron. All right. I'm going to add in this bone color to her face. And then we're going to add in the color for her hair, and then I got to do her neck. Her neck is also bones, a surprise, more bones. And then it's probably just going to be darkness behind the bones. So I'm going to draw like a couple little spine segments for her neck, and then probably just dark behind it. Yeah, once her neck and her hair are in, that's probably where I'll call it for today. And then, yeah, I'll definitely schedule the next live stream for drawing really soon within the next week. And then, yeah, I'll also schedule a gaming live stream soon because I definitely want to get back into playing games for video content, and I love Kingdom Hearts, so it's the perfect one to start with. I've been wanting to do a run where I make Donald and Goofy beat the game for me for a while now. So I'm just really excited to see how it works. I know I'm blanking on the user's name right now. I'll link it when I actually do that stream. But yeah, no, there is another user who did that run where Donald and Goofy beat the game for him, but he did it on proud mode, and he did it kind of segmented where he did, one run was like lower level, so he kept them below level 50, and the other one was max level where he had them at level 99 like to start. And I want to find the middle ground where I start them at a low level. I also want to do it on beginner because he could not do the first boss fight, and I want to see if it's different on beginner, if if a little bit more damage output allows them to beat that first boss. Because yeah, he had to beat the first boss of Sora. I want to use Donald and Goofy for everything if I can. So yeah, definitely want to get that run going pretty soon. Stigman Sham, it could have been. Yeah, no, like I said, I'll definitely link it when I do that stream and when I create those videos. Because I definitely watched his. I had the idea before I watched his videos, but since I had the idea, I Googled it and I found his videos. So I definitely want to reference his content because he did do it first. Yeah, let's see some other games I would really want to play on live stream. So I really like the decision-based games that Telltale comes out with. Or sorry, not Telltale. I do like those games. But who am I thinking of? Supermassive Games is who I'm thinking of. With like Until Dawn, Man of Medan, the whole Dark Anthology series was really good. It's all decision-based. And I'm just I love deep diving into decision trees. Choose your own adventure books were like my favorite books to read when I was a kid. So yeah, no, I love the Man of Medan, all those, decision based games. And yeah, I'd love to play them on stream because I can have you guys make the choices if you guys want. But I also know where all the choices lead, so I can show you guys there's some rare endings that I've gotten from Man of Medan that I could recreate. I got a bunch of ideas. So yeah, you guys just let me know what you want us to play and I'll be happy to play it. Let me know what you want me to draw. Let me know what you want me to play. I'm here. And yeah, if you guys really, if you guys like our channel and you want to support, please just watch our videos right now. It's really the best thing you can do is just watch our other videos. We have a playthrough of Heavy Rain that's really good. It's really funny. We also have a playthrough of Portal 2, the co-op version. I just watched that the other day. It's really good. So yeah, no, just watch our videos, please. Comment, like, all that jazz. Really helps us out, and it makes me feel better. All right, but that's Granny's hair. Let's get in some face lines for where her nose and mouth is. And then we're not gonna do too much else. Until Dawn, yeah. No, actually Until Dawn just did a remake for the PlayStation 5 that I'm really interested in playing because there's kind of a new ending that you can get, or like a character that you can kind of have a new result for that you couldn't get in the original Until Dawn. And for a decision-based game, that's what I'm here for. I'm all about alternate decisions, alternate endings. I think that's super cool. So yeah, I definitely want to play the Until Dawn remake. Thanks, Fitz. Flitz? Am I even saying that name right? Well, thank you. But yeah, no, I think this is about, I know I haven't really finished her eyes, but I think this is about where we're going to leave it for today. I know this piece isn't at all done, but we can pick it up next time. Like I said, I'll schedule it. I'll schedule some gaming live streams. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you guys for commenting. I guess, yeah, let me look at the camera. But yeah, thank you guys. This was really awesome. Can't wait to do another one. I'll see you guys soon. Thanks.